This is gonna be long. Da 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 da! Act 3. Team Fisher needs therapy. We last left our heroes walking home to the oh-so-cozy jail after investigating the shambling. Turns out, it wasn't just a group of college scholars from the east side who wanted to try weed for the first time and just wanted snackies. It was a good group of zombies and a spooky girl who gave Lythander quite the trip. Once at the jail, Anarchy tries to ask Lythander how he's doing and why he has daddy issues, but Lythander evaded the conversation with his fantabulous dex. Kip kinda was listening because those two idiots are kinda loud and he wants to sleep. Anarchy proceeds to ship like she has an AO3 account or something, and somehow Lythander gets a date with Kip. The group gets some rest. Jim says a little prayer and gets another goddess note like the sugar mama the moon goddess is. The next morning, Anarchy proposed a great idea to science her way across the planks to the west side, and Lythander tried to help her by teaching her how to barrel roll. Except those two are idiots, and this was a very bad idea. Seriously, who let the cleric and the rogue try to science? Kip saves the day, and Anarchy did not fall into the spooky, scary hole. Everyone agrees that Anarchy shall no longer walk the planks. Back on the east side, Jim and Anarchy skip about worshipping capitalism while smelling like rotten flesh because nobody showers off the zombie guts around here. Jock somehow puts up with the stench of the group and takes their measurements, bless this poor man's soul. Jim somehow behaves, and Lythander can't turn his flirt off for 2 friggin' seconds. Like, dang, dude, you already have a date tonight. Jock does have an additional request. The group needs to kill 3 crocodiles. Lythander says they look like logs. Apparently, Anarchy has killed big ol' animals for rituals or something before, because it's not sketchy or anything. Give Jacques his crocs, and they get to meet Jacques' floofy sheep, Muffy. Anarchy loves Muffy. Lythander loves Muffy's pretty pink necklace. Shenanigans ensue. Suddenly, screaming in the distance. And so Jim and Anarchy go to check it out. Lythander be like, well, I'm out. Peace, guys. I'm gonna return the cart. As it would turn out, the West and the East are fighting with Kip in the middle. Concerned, Jim and Anarchy try to plan a strategy to help Kip out a bit without blowing their cover. Anarchy concludes that they should find Lythander, and Jim concludes that somebody should help immediately. By the way, did we mention that after the squirrel incident, the woodsy spirits cursed Jim to look like a Britney bitch? Because he's rocking a crop top right now while beautifully giving a speech that perfectly insults the East and West sides equally by calling them all children. Anarchy can't find Lythander for the life of her, so she tries screaming for him. This gives Lythander a heart attack, but he does manage to help smooth things over a bit. Anarchy gives Kip a blessing to help him calm the crowd down as well. Lythander is pissed with the group for nearly blowing their plans, and they all head off except for Anarchy and Kip. Kip is Anarchy and Jim's therapist now, because apparently both of these two have low self-esteem and broken dreams and feel like utter failures in their lives. Also, Jim is really broken up about his ex-wife, so, there's that. Lythander comes back, still angry because he missed his therapy appointment. He comes up with a plan to kidnap a zombie and show it off to people. Anarchy gets upset with how Lythander is speaking to the group and proceeds to draw in a cell room and on the floor. Jim yells at Lythander and really pisses Lythander off when he waves fire in his face. So, Lythander gets his therapy appointment rescheduled over to his date time. He kinda crashes and burns in front of therapist Kip and proceeds to get wasted, boasting about how he would have made a great bard or something. He also gets one more midnight acid trip. He sees the spooky lady again, and there is a girl below the waters, and instead of black eyes, her eyes are a shocking white. She begs Lythander to help her while scratching at a mausoleum. Lythander didn't sleep much.
Oof.
And with that, I introduce to you our cast, starting with Jack.
Yay! Hi, I'm Jack, or Parnell Animation. I voice Jim, your favorite grumpy old man who is trying to become a better person and trying desperately not to light any fires.
Go, Jim.
All right, and Gina?
Hello, I am Gina. I am the person playing Anarchy. Let's hope we actually get some therapy today.
And last but certainly not least, he would never let you think he was.
Hey, I'm Kitty. I'll be playing Lythander. Just, simple, almost terrible bard. looking
Simple, almost terrible bard.
Looking to make some apologies today.
And with that, with the fact that everybody has now had their night's sleep, to recap where you are all waking up. Jim and Anarchy. Neither of you washed the zombie guts off again yesterday.
No.
So,
So,
you guys are tired this morning. You are exhausted. You're feeling
not
really
healed.
gross. You did not get to recover your hit points last night. Lythander, you also did not get a full night's rest, but for very, very different reasons that were, there were a myriad of reasons, actually. You are now waking up in a house that is not entirely familiar to you right away. You don't fully remember all of the events of the night before. You are on the floor, actually, not in the bed, but there is a bed next to you. It looks like at some point you were in the bed, but the blankets are kind of tangled around your legs and streaming between your legs and the bed. It's a bit of a mess, and you are still in your dark clothing from the night before. You do smell food cooking downstairs.
Never woken up in a stranger's house before. Lythander will get up and cautiously open the door, make sure it doesn't squeak or anything, and start poking his head out, testing floorboards, preparing to sneak himself out of a house.
Make a sneak stealth roll.
15.
15. You don't seem to think that you're making any noise. You're creeping out. You feel like you're being quiet. Nobody's bothering you.
All right, get outside.
You creep down the stairs past an open kitchen area where you can see there's a man that is cooking, but you can also see the front door.
Does it look like they're about to walk away from the food at all, where I feel like I stand a chance of trying to steal any, or do they seem occupied with the food?
They seem occupied with the food. As you are studying them more, you do recognize the man to be Frankie.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. I know where I am. Okay. Gotta ruffle the hair up, make sure it looks nice and presentable, slick it back a few times, do a quick breath check. Ooh, okay, talk from a distance. Walk into the kitchen.
It looks over. Morning. I thought you'd be out for another hour at least.
Nah, I hold my alcohol real well.
Is that the story? Because I was there last night.
How much for food?
Sit down.
Lythander will sit down to eat.
He makes sure that you've got some food. You realize that you are waking up. It is not very early morning. It's sitting right around the 10 a.m., 10:30 kind of zone. It's still morning, still breakfast, but it's definitely later in the morning for you.
Oof.
Anarchy and Jim. You guys weren't up terribly late last night, so you are up in the morning. You are up when Kip is getting up, when Kip is going about his morning routine. It seems making breakfast and the like. Once again, he makes breakfast for the two of you.
That's good, because Anarchy's got a to-do list today.
So, the day is yours. You can eat breakfast with Kip. What is your guys' plan?
Well, first thing first, Anarchy's wiping out all of her drawings.
Jim is gonna go have breakfast with Kip and ask him where he can wash himself, because he smells like shit and he knows it.
Actually, Anarchy would like to do the same thing, please.
We got a washroom here.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Perfect, thank you.
It's not over the boards, is it?
Which side were you were on the east
West.
side last night, right?
I think we're on the west.
You're on the west side right now?
I don't know.
Because
Where are
you helped him break up the fight, and the fight was on the east side where you had been turning the
True.
gators.
And
in.
I followed Kip home, so whatever side he decided to go through home.
That would have been the east side then. So you
Okay,
stayed
then I'm on the east side today.
No, you do not have to cross over the boards.
Thank goodness.
Okay, so kid, why don't you go first while I eat some breakfast, and then I'll
Okay.
go after you, okay?
Sounds good. Enjoy your breakfast.
Thanks.
Kip walks you towards the back of the jailhouse where that door is that you guys haven't, the actual proper door, not one of the wood boarded off cells, opens the door, and you realize that the door opens into, it immediately turns right in this hallway that has a set of stairs going up that just runs flush against the back side of the jailhouse there. And he takes you upstairs where he turns right again to now be on what is apparently the second floor of this prison, where there actually is what seems to be a decent living space up here. There's a hallway with a couple doors on the left and the right going down, and he takes you down to the second door on the left, opens it up, and shows you the washroom. There's plenty of amenities in there, towels and the like for you to use. Tells you to help yourself.
Wow. Thank you, Kip. It's really nice up here.
The quality of the build is pretty nice. You can see when you look around where there are cracks and such in the wall. You can also see where plenty of repairs have been done. Things look to be a little bit dusty up here. It doesn't look like up here is used very much. And he gives a nod.
Anarchy's seen in a while.
Yeah.
He gives a nod.
I suppose Anarchy goes to the bath, and I guess she already has her equipment off because, she took it off to sleep.
Uh-huh.
And she's going to be washing a lot of that armor off. She's going to be washing as much of the dirt she can get off of the clothes, but gently, mostly trying to clean the symbol a lot better.
Focusing on the symbol and yourself.
Everything that's not her bag. Well, the bag itself, but not the stuff in it.
Okay. That's fair. So you probably spend about an hour up there trying to make sure that you thoroughly clean yourself and various belongings of yours and the like, your holy symbol, trying to get into some details and stuff. So it's about an hour of time that you end up killing Jim downstairs before Anarchy's going to be coming back down.
Oh, well, slowly eating, looking around. Is Kip in the room or no?
Kip does. He does not stay upstairs with Anarchy while she cleans.
Yeah, that's fair.
Please no.
So,
I mean, to be fair, there's lots of other rooms, but he does not stay up there.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting because Jim and Kip have actually never talked one-on-one. So,
have fun.
So, Kip, how was the date last night?
It's quiet. Got a drink. Shrugging slightly.
Free drinks, free drink. Wait, he paid, right?
Kip his brow furrows a little bit as he looks at you. What would the problem have been if I had paid?
Well, Kip, come on. You always want to be the guy who doesn't have to pay. It's consider it my old man advice. Always save a cent when you can, because you never know when you're gonna need it again.
I see.
Saving money is important for your future, Kip. You got a bright future ahead of you, kid. So I just think it's important that you make sure to save your money, and just try to live the best life you can.
That's what I'm certainly trying to do with my life. So, yeah. Thanks.
Hey, of course, yeah. So I'm just gonna say, elephant in the room. We've never talked one-on-one. This is a little weird, isn't it?
I'm pretty comfortable.
Okay, I am. Now I feel awkward being the one who feels awkward. Great, thanks, Kip.
Nothing wrong with feeling awkward. I can tend to make people feel that way. No, usually people who have something to hide, though.
Well, I don't know if you noticed, I just kind of always feel awkward. There's not much to hide here. Let's face it. Yeah, pretty much know about all the shit I've done.
You tend to speak your mind, from what I've gathered.
I'm pretty open, pretty honest. I don't hide shit. I just, I don't know, I'm not too good with people ever since I lost the bar. So,
it's fine. Don't really...
Yeah, Kip, there's just something about being behind that bartending stand, Something about it that just makes you feel so much more confident, when you're handing out drinks and when you're just when you're serving up food,
It's probably the power dynamic. It's probably why I feel comfortable here. This is my house, my prison. I'm in charge here, so what do I have to feel awkward about? When it's your tavern, you own the joint, you run everything. If you don't want to talk to someone, that's fine. It's your place.
That's fair. Yeah. And I guess I used to so many of the same regular customers coming in every day, like this one guy. called him Mario. You know,
Uh-huh.
he got high a lot. We had a problem with him. We had to kick him out several times. He was a menace.
That's unfortunate. I hope
Yeah.
you got help.
Yeah, we have this one guy named Jimmy John. You know, he was a big fan of barbecue sauce. It's a special sauce I invented for meat.
I still
Well.
watch my stuff.
Yeah, so you know, maybe one day I should teach you how to make barbecue sauce. I think you'd love it. I think you'd be the kind of guy who'd really enjoy it, Jim. I can't. Yeah.
Do
Words.
you really like barbecue sauce, Jim?
Well, yeah, of course I like it. I invented it, you know. So, well, my ex-wife, she mostly came up with it, but we shared. You know, we both. You know, she did a lot of it, but then I was like, yo, what if instead of just making it spicy, I don't say yo, by the way, I've just been hanging out with kids lately. Sorry. But anyways, I was basically just sitting there going, yeah, what if we made it spicy yet sweet at the same time? So I'm the one who decided to add like a ton of sugar into it.
Slowly nodding. And it's good?
Oh, it's delicious, you know? I wish I had some on me, but, you know, my supply kind of burnt up.
Well, if you
And,
know how
the
to
fire.
make it,
Oh yeah, got the recipe all up here in my head.
then maybe you could get the supplies and you could make it for everyone sometime. We can incorporate it into a meal.
You know, that would be great. I think you'd really enjoy it, man. I think the kids would like it too. Well, except Anarchy, of course. She can't eat.
Nodding? She'll have to describe it to her then.
Yeah, you know, try to sit there and be like, yeah, it's spicy. It has this like kick, but it's also sweet at the same time.
Anarchy knows what that one is. That is.
I don't know. It's gonna be hard to explain. Like, can I be honest with you, Kip?
I prefer not being lied to.
I feel like I'm having a hard time with these kids. I feel like I'm screwing them up, you know?
He kind of blinks once before looking over. You give like his shoulders turns that way. His body almost conveys that you have more. Not that he wasn't giving you his attention before, but you have more of his immediate attention.
You know, like I don't know. It's hard to explain. You know, I probably shouldn't be dumping this on you, man. Like you should. You're not my therapist. You're a pal. I shouldn't dump everything on you.
That's what friends and community are supposed to be for.
What, like
Shrugs
dumping?
slightly. Not dumping carelessly, but helping and pulling together. If you've got troubles, you should be able to talk to the people around you. You should be able to talk to Anarchy and Lythander, who are traveling with you. You guys seem like you're putting together a really cohesive unit. You're just a little tense right now, and things in this area are a little bit tense, so I'm not overly surprised. It can make little situations seem a lot bigger to be in a tense environment.
Yeah. Thanks. I feel like Anarchy and I were getting along fine and everything. But the thing is just Lythander. I do like the kid. I do. But I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I'm just not getting through to him. Like, I don't know, like what I say to him just doesn't matter. And I don't know.
Try to take a breath. What you say probably does matter. You are probably getting through to him, but from what I remember you guys saying, you haven't known each other terribly long yet, and it's not... While you guys are forming together and forming community and forming family, and that's a good thing to be building together, you've only known each other a handful of days. I would try to remember that he is an individual who, while maybe not an adult quite as wizened about the world such as yourself, he is still an individual who is out on his own, carrying his own weight, and he needs to be treated like an adult with
his own adult opinion to bring into things. He's not your immediate care and responsibility like a 5-year-old or a 9-year-old might be. In this case, your care in the sense that you have wisdom that you can share with him, and you're going to share that most effectively by building a positive relationship first.
That makes sense. I've just been hard on him, and the waving of the fire in the face last night probably wasn't a good idea, kind of an asshole thing to do.
It did seem to go over pretty negatively.
Yeah, and the whole, I just get so annoyed when I don't care if he denies my magic, if he claims it's not real, all that stuff, but it's like, I don't know, part of me feels like when he's doing that, it's like he's denying anarchy's existence, and that pisses me off.
Well, he hangs out with anarchy. He doesn't seem to respond hostily towards her. I can understand where you're coming from, and I can understand the need to want to protect someone that you can perceive in an unhealthy situation. But now I haven't been around you guys all day, every day or anything, but for the times that I have been around, it hasn't seemed like he's treating her in any sort of hostile way. He's not trying to talk down at her or belittle her or try to tell her that her opinions don't matter or that she doesn't really count as a part of the group or anything. So if there's not an unhealthy situation, I would maybe take a breath, try to give the benefit of the doubt. And what I would say would probably be the best thing to do would be this conversation that we just had. Try to have a conversation along these lines with him, even if he won't talk about the magic part of it. Just the best thing you can do is to talk to someone when you feel like you've created tension. Tell them what's on your mind. Tell them what you're feeling from your perspective and try to build that bridge.
Thanks, Kip. Thanks. If there's anything you need to come to me for, any old man advice, as I like to call it, I'll be here. Okay?
He slowly nods, seeming to let those words weigh on him a little bit. He's clearly considering them before he goes back to eating.
Kip, you're a good cook.
Thanks. Family's been cooking for ourselves for quite a while now.
Yeah. You remind me of you remind me a lot of Martha and I's cooking at the bar.
High compliments.
We used to take turns. Like some days she'd be bartender and I'd cook, and other days she'd cook and I'd bartend. Depending on the day and the mood we were in.
He nods. Growing up, my mother tended to cook, but she shared the responsibilities with other family members, such as my aunt and uncle. Yeah. Cooking kind of got passed around a lot here.
I get it. Cooking, things I like to cook at least, weren't passed down through my family so much, My parents they were vegan, so, making a bar that, when it comes to food, primarily served meat, they were not fans, I'll tell you that.
I could imagine. Take it they never came by to visit?
No. Well, they came by once, and by once I mean our wedding. And then, I don't know, after I left their place, I never really came back. I could have visited too, but I would never want to visit them.
Particular reason? Just disagreements on opinions, or?
Imagine having a disagreement with someone about basically everything. I think meat is good. I think I like living in towns more than the wild. I don't like nature at all. I hate it very passionately, actually. I think kids should be vaccinated. Just very different lives. Very different lifestyles.
He nods slowly. That could certainly be very tense. I can see why you guys don't get along. Have you ever considered just writing letters, trying to have a slightly more distanced relationship?
Not really. I don't know. You don't talk to two people for oof. I moved out around, 70, 80? 200-ish. We'll just call it 200 years I've been gone.
He gives a nod.
Yeah, I just realized I don't think they even know about Martha leaving. Yeah.
It's good that you have Anarchy and Lythander.
Yeah, they came at just the right time. Speaking of which, Anarchy, you almost done up there?
I'm getting there.
Anarchy, I smell like shit and I don't want to anymore.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll try to hurry up.
It's okay, kid. I don't want you smelling either. I want you to have a good social life and stuff, but
Thank you.
I never had one of those before. Speaking of, am I done upstairs?
Yep, at this point, you can be coming downstairs. So Jim can go up and clean himself up.
All right, Anarchy's coming downstairs now with her stuff. She's all packed to go. She actually looks hopefully kind of clean-ish.
You are feeling much better. The act of just taking the extra hour this morning to be cleaning yourself off and everything has really put you in significantly better spirits and everything.
Well, you're up. You go have a heart-to-heart with Kip. Try not to be as big of a downer as me.
Oh no, I have a mission today.
Okay. I'm gonna go upstairs. I'm gonna go clean up.
Okay, I might be on the east side today, so you may not see me later.
Okay, I'm gonna be on the west side, probably helping out there.
Okay, but tell Lythander I'm just trying to make things right on the east side, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Jim goes upstairs to go clean off just everything. Basically a very thorough cleaning.
All right. You are getting yourself cleaned. Anarchy, you are out the door headed where?
Well, Anarchy first goes up to Kip and just says,
Thank you so much for your hospitality again, Kip.
Anytime.
I have a good plan today. I really felt bad about the argument last night. I mean, I didn't like what was going on at all, but Lythander is right, and we really, really do need to focus. I really think this could be my ticket home. And also, I really would like to see peace with these sides as well. And also, we need to talk about that zombie plan, especially with you. I'm not sure if that's a good idea.
I think it's got a lot of potential to go horrifically wrong.
Yeah, we should talk about the holes later.
It's not the worst idea, though.
So, to help with that idea, if you run into Lythander, tell him I'm going to be on the east side today. I want to help. I promised y'all could clean up, and I also want to apologize for, the damage.
The damage?
The fire. I know we kind of did that, but it might be good if one of us actually tried to make amends.
Well, to my experience, people like receiving apologies from the individuals that they feel wronged them. So, I imagine that'll do you a lot of good.
I hope so.
I'll pass your message on to Lythander if I see him.
Oh, and what do you think of this drawing? I was kind of working on a poster design, and I was thinking I would show Jacques as well.
You've got some skill.
Thank you. Oh,
it's good. I think it'll make a good poster.
Do you think Lythander would mind if I borrowed one piece of paper and ink for another drawing?
I don't think he'll care at all.
Tell him I'm sorry.
I will pass the message on.
But tell him it's for a good cause. I swear. It's to help us out.
I will emphasize the goodness of the cause.
Okay, I'm off. I'll see you later.
All right, good luck. I'll see you then.
all right, so Anarchy's going off to the east side to Jacques' shop.
All right. Lythander, you have breakfast with Frankie?
Lythander has breakfast with Lythander has breakfast with Frankie. Then Lythander goes off to the oh my god. Lythander then goes.
You are aware that Frankie's house is Charlie's house. So you stayed exactly where you had said that you were going to be staying last night when you procured a place to stay before getting horrifically smashed. So Charlie is back in somewhere towards the end of breakfast. She was just out and about running some errands in the morning. But
give Charlie some peace signs before he heads out. He will be going back to the jail cell where he left all of his clothes up to hang and dry. He will pull off his leather pull off the drying racks his leather armor. He will go inside the jail cell to change. Then he will be talking with Kip.
Now, are you changing just in a jail cell or in one of the covered ones? Because
Change in the kitchen.
okay, you change in the kitchen.
In the kitchen.
Nobody walks in on you while you are changing. Just a good thing to know whether or not that happens.
Yeah, you know. Then
Technically public space.
I swear I can explain.
Like has like one pant leg up, is balancing on the other leg. Like his shirt is off because he's one of those weird people. Like it's completely like stripped before completely getting dressed, rather than taking off and putting on one item at a time.
Then he's going to be talking with Kip about buying some supplies, and the two of them working together to make a more stable bridge. Maybe one with support beams in the crack.
He looks down, slowly gives a nod. There's some foundational pegs down there already under the center boards that we could probably reconnect to.
Yeah, how much would it cost for like nails to, I have a hammer.
The nails and the smaller tools you can get all for under a gold on the west side.
Would you be able to just buy whatever you think is going to be necessary to make this bridge carry something like 500 pounds without creaking scarily?
Yeah, I can.
How much will it cost?
Don't worry about it. It's been on my to-do list anyway.
No, really, how much does it cost?
It's something that used to be
How much?
established in this building. Gonna get some new 2x4s and everything as well, so probably with the wood and everything else, about 4 gold.
Here's 6 gold. Just in case.
By the way, Anarchy wanted you to know that she is on the east side today. In case you were looking for her, she is at Jacques trying to make amends and clean up, I guess, as you guys told him that you would.
I didn't tell him I was gonna clean up. Yes, I remember Anarchy saying something to that effect, though.
I'm a courier right now.
Oh, right. Sorry.
She also wanted you to know / ask, but for me to tell you that she is using a piece of paper to create a drawing for something else, which she promises very enthusiastically is a good cause, and she is sorry for taking one of your pieces of paper.
Oh, that's fine. You don't need 50 posters. Probably, 10 for each side will be just fine, so.
Yeah, 10 to 15 at most.
Yeah, so it's fine.
West side spreads a lot by word of mouth anyway, so put the posters in the right area, the whole town will be buzzing about it.
Charlie's in.
The whole town will be buzzing.
All right, thanks.
I think Jim is finishing up washing upstairs right now.
No, well, I won't interrupt that.
He stands up and grabs a brown leather satchel from behind his desk and throws it over his shoulder before heading out through the door on the west side to go shopping and run some morning errands.
Lythander will be writing a letter now to Ankros again.
Okay. What else are you going to do with your morning?
He's going to wait for Jim to come downstairs to talk with Jim.
Okay. So, you're writing your letter until Jim is coming downstairs. Jim, you are coming downstairs squeaky clean.
Wait,
Did I get changed? Because I know I have more than one of the same outfit, I think.
Do you have an extra set of clothes written in your inventory?
Let me see. I don't think I do, actually. Never mind.
You might need to buy some clothes.
Yep.
Wait, did I take Lythander's ink?
You would probably have his ink since he gave you the paper and everything to be doing the posters yesterday.
I assumed you didn't take the ink and stuff with to Jacques.
I took the ink.
Okay. Did you take both vials?
I took one.
Okay. Then
There you go.
Lythander will use the other one to write his letter.
So I'm coming down squeaky clean, I guess.
Squeaky clean, still looking a bit like Brittany, and your clothes are still a little bit wet with you because you had to wash them from the muck, and you tried to hang them up to dry as much as they could while you were bathing, but they didn't really fully dry, so it's quite the sight to see right now.
Oh.
Do you need me to go out and buy you some common clothes?
Oh, I'll probably do that today. Yeah.
Do you want to go out looking like that?
You know,
It's really no sweat off my back.
I'd appreciate that. Thanks.
All right.
First, before you
Hey,
go,
it's fine. It's fine. I'll be right back. It'll only take me like 20 minutes.
Okay, I'll just sit here.
Okay. Lysander will get up and leave to go buy some common clothes.
Okay. Are you going on the east side or the west side?
West.
Common clothes, they'll sell you for 4 silver.
He will buy some common clothes for 4 silver.
All right. You get some common clothes in Jim's size. You bring them back to Jim so that Jim can not look like a pop idol anymore.
Aww.
Toss them over to him.
Jim just starts, throwing it on.
Okay, Lysander turns around.
Jim doesn't give a shit. It's all guys.
Oh dear goodness.
He's like an
Nope, you
old guy
wanted
in a
your
gym.
old man privacy, but that's not.
He's like
It's
an
all
old
guys.
Glory.
I have this unfortunate image of It's All Guys turns around as he's like getting his pants pulled up roses. The grandma has walked out of her room.
Oh
That's not till the 3rd date, Jim.
So, I get.
Just ignores it.
Yeah, Jim would ignore it.
Just ignores the old lady that's now crossing the boards to go into the kitchen.
Yeah, she. You know what? She can't have it anyways. This guy is may or may not still be married.
I thought you said it was your ex-wife.
Well, it's complicated. There was no official divorce.
That's rough.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hey, it's all good, But yeah, thanks for the new clothes, and
No problem.
we
Not
should
that expensive.
probably talk.
Yeah. Are you done changing? Can I turn around?
Yeah, I'm done changing.
Okay. Lysander turns around. I wanted to say I'm sorry for last night. I know when I came into the jail cell, I was really angry. I mean, it was a long day. There was a lot of tension, and I should have taken some time to breathe and calm myself down. Normally, I'm relaxed, and I know I can get really tense, and I don't talk to people about when I get real tense. I normally just calm down off on my own, and I didn't, which isn't normal for me. So I wanted to apologize for coming in really angry and hot-headed.
Hey, I get a little hot-headed myself, as you know.
You don't say.
It's cool. I wanted to apologize for a lot of things. Like I do screw up a lot. I have actually been trying lately. I don't know if you knew or not. I've been called a failure several times by people. It's all good if you think that.
You're
but-
not a failure. Dude, I barely know you to qualify you as a failure or a success. I mean, if anything, you're way more successful than I am. I mean, you ran your own tavern, dude. That was pretty dope.
Yeah, it was pretty
Solidarity.
fun. We even invented a sauce called barbecue sauce. I'd really like for you to try it sometime with your next meat. Your next like sub meat.
I don't know what Kip would be into.
Yeah, 12th date kind of rule there.
Oh, no.
No one's mature here.
But yeah, we've been, and
Hey,
I shouldn't have dissed your whole belief system, and I shouldn't have
Jim?
waved fire in your face.
Water under the bridge. I'm over it. I didn't cool down when I first came in. I left in a storm and anger, and since then I've kind of cooled down again. I'm fine.
I see you've talked to Kip too.
Talk's a strong word.
Okay.
We briefly conversed over the idea of conversing.
That's pretty much what we did too.
All right.
Yeah.
Speaking of water, you hear a crack of thunder, and it draws your attention to the fact that it is now pouring outside.
Oh,
It
what
was,
the hell?
It was overcast this morning. It was overcast. That is a detail I forgot to talk about, but the rains have started coming down hard.
Huh. Well, it's the marshlands.
So,
Yeah?
this may be a weird time to ask this, but what were you planning on doing today?
Actually, I was planning on hanging with you, if that's all right. I figured, we haven't seen eye to eye lately. I was thinking maybe we could sit back, toss back some stories or something,
Oh,
You
sure.
confronted me the first day we met about my habits, and I just thought, I should like that starts like shifting his weight around a lot.
Oh, you mean the cufflink incident?
I just thought, you were interested in my life, and maybe you'd be a safe person I could trust.
Your grandma walks out of the kitchen.
Oh, no.
She goes over to the door and seems to poke her head out, looking out at the rain. The thunder seems to have grabbed her attention.
To talk about those things, but maybe not in other ears. Privately, we could talk privately, and we could, hang out and just relax. Like, I could tell you about this one. There was this one guy I worked with. God, he did not talk, and naturally, I thought that the best solution to a man who doesn't talk is to go over and talk to them. Turns out they were an ASSASSIN. The guy who had me under his wing at the time, he was not happy that I talked to the dude. The dude was picking at his teeth with his dagger, so I was trying to be in solidarity with him, and I cut my lip open.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. Hey, Lycander, since you talking, it's pretty, I'm really interested. I think that's kind of badass, actually. But, do you want to, find another room we could talk to where, because, spelling, she can probably spell.
Lycander's eyes narrow, studying the old lady.
The old lady is now stepping outside.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Lycander runs over.
Oh.
Hey, ma'am.
Link's looking at you, the rain now coming down on her.
Taking her hand and pulling her back inside.
Who are you?
My name's Lycander. Hi.
Oh. Good morning.
Morning. You don't want to step outside. It's wet and dreary out there.
I have eyes.
I wouldn't want you to catch a cold.
Fine. Do we know each other?
I'm a friend of the family.
You met the other day.
You one of James's friends?
I'm one of James's friends.
Oh. Where is James looking around?
I think he's around the back, running and splashing in some puddles.
I should bring him in. She's trying to leave again.
No. I'll go get him, I promise.
Oh.
Come on, why don't we get you some tea?
Little old
want some
to be
tea?
a friend of James's?
No.
She just kind of stands there, seeming to be trying to think about this, and you seem to have confused her.
Come on this way, let's get you some tea.
She is now walking where you are bringing her to.
Jim, where did you get that towel from? We might need another.
Oh, I washed up upstairs. I'll run and grab one.
Okay.
You go get a towel, make this woman some tea, get her reassituated back in her bedroom. She stays this time around, does not try to go back outside. She seems very happy to have the tea.
Miracle tea, man.
Yeah.
By the time you guys are getting out of the grandmother's room, Kip is coming back drenched. He has some rather large beams of wood under his arm, and he has a decent-sized backpack on his back that seems to have some other smaller pieces of wood that are kind of sticking out the top. The backpack isn't closed. The flap is just off to the side.
Oh.
Hey.
Kip, do you need a towel
It's
too?
raining.
You're always dripping in good looks.
Kind of blows some air out of his lips to blow some raindrops that are running down his nose off in front of him. Huh. Could have used nicer weather today.
Well, can't always get what we want. You think we can bust out this bridge today? Lycander hopping back and forth from each of his feet, because I'm ready.
Maybe. It's not
Full of
too
energy.
complicated.
Full of energy. I got this. Just tell me what I need to do.
He gets the wood set and propped up against the wall. We've got some structural supports and some foundational groundwork down in there. It's
Like
probably
Andrew.
covered over right now, but you can,
Hey, wait, what's this?
Lythander hops into the crack.
we're building and establishing a bridge.
Oh, you mean like outside or in here to replace the beams?
In here to replace the beams.
That's a good idea. What
He
can I
pulls
do?
his shirt off and starts wringing it out.
Lythander starts working on trying to set things up, occasionally asking Kip if he's doing everything right, if everything's where it needs to go, and
Kip glances down and in, starts pointing out where the previous foundational structures were. And you can see where there are some cement slabs and some square-shaped holes that actually go into the ground. And you can see where there's broken off wood in some of them, where clearly an established bridge has, in fact, been built before with some decent qualifications to it, not just like balanced up, but something seems to have broken it. What's what, Jim? You said, what's this?
Oh, I just didn't know about the bridge stuff.
Ah.
It's been explained now. So, yeah. So
Both
what
of you
else
make a
could help?
perception check.
Uh-oh.
3.
Ah, Lythander.
Lythander. Perception's his favorite.
17.
Oh, snap. Kip is pulling his shirt back on. Jim, you do realize as he's pulling his shirt back on, he does have what looks to be a decently sized gray birthmark or scar or something on his torso. It's faintly gray. It's not like dark gray, but it is solid. It is definitely objectively gray. And once he has his shirt back on, he's grabbing some wood beams and carefully getting them lowered down and set down in the crack before jumping down in with Lythander.
Well, I ain't gonna say shit. You know, guy has a battle scar, you don't comment on it. That's what I've learned.
Lythander is now serenading Kip with his hammer. He's got his hammer up like a mic, and he is singing to Kip.
Make a performance check.
Performance.
Jim, are you going to be helping with the bridge or?
Yeah, Jim wants to help with
16.
the bridge any way he can right now.
16?
16.
Well, Lythander is helping by serenading, and he's not singing the worst. He's not exactly a great singer, but he's not singing the worst.
Kip, your eyes remind me of your eyes. And
Oh boy.
you look so good today.
If I keep hammering this nail down, it'll drown out the noise.
It distracts Kip only long enough for he looks over when Lythander starts to say your eyes remind me of, and he just stares and makes eye contact with Lythander for several seconds until Lythander ends with your eyes and nothing more clever to add to it. And then Kip goes back to working. Kip is getting old wooden beams and stuff out of these previous joints and everything that are established, and he's giving you guys instruction. He seems to know exactly how this bridge should be built. So between the three of you, you guys are actually going to be able to get this bridge built somewhere by dinner time. Nice, solidly set up and established, tested out a little bit, several planks of wood wide. So that's what you guys are going to be spending your time doing through dinner. Back over to Anarchy, who left while it was still kind of dreary and overcast to head over to Jacques.
All right, so did I beat the rain?
You did beat the rain getting there.
Man, this is the first time I've ever been on East Side alone. It's kind of nice taking the sights like this.
There are less people walking around and about the market now that it looks like it's more likely to rain. You go, so the marketplace is a little bit more empty, but that doesn't stop the fact that when you walk through the marketplace, especially walking through the marketplace alone to get to Jacques, people have a tendency, their eyes tend to linger on you. You are very pretty.
Anarchy's a little bit shy about this, and she kind of puts her hood up.
But you get to Jacques, you know exactly where Jacques is. When you go in, you can hear some amount of yelling in the back. You do not recognize the language that is being spoken, but there seems to be an air of tension and aggravation in the shop when you get there.
Anarchy's just kind of like standing at the door, trying to. She can't understand it, but just kind of like sensing the mood, so to speak, trying to gauge whether she should go in or not. Like, the door is open, but
eventually you see
taking it in.
You see a bolt of fabric go flying across the back staging area where he had previously been fixing up that peacock dress the other day, and another individual stumbling backwards, like putting their arms up to block the bolt of fabric as it bounces off their arms and rolls. They're not injured or anything, but this is obviously the individual being yelled at before Jacques follows them out and points to another workstation and tells them that he doesn't have time to deal with their incompetency and that they need to get their head out of their ass and keep working. And the individual quickly scurries over and begins working on an outfit which is currently up on a mannequin, starting to seem to get final hemming and final touches put onto this piece.
Oh my.
And Jacques pinches the bridge of his nose, letting out a breath before looking over. You're not expected here for another several hours for your fitting.
Actually, it wasn't for a fitting. I promised yesterday I'd help sweep up.
Yes, well, that was yesterday.
I know, but I was so dirty yesterday, and I didn't want to mess up your shop more.
You
need any
seem to
help?
have discovered the joy of soap.
Yes. I want to also apologize.
For not dirtying my shop more, or for dirtying it in the first place?
No, for everything. For the fire. You're being very patient with us, sir, and I really, really, really appreciate it. And I wanted to help out for today. Wherever I can.
He pulls his glasses off his face to clean them on the bottom of his shirt, shaking his head a little bit. You can see where he's got bags under his eyes. He seems like he's a little bit tired. This man did not get his 8 hours last night.
Do you want me to make you some tea?
Sure, tea would be very nice. And then if you want to stick around, if you can be unobtrusive and not in the ways, and you can stay and clean. So there's
I'm the
always
best at
something
that.
to be cleaned.
Well, at least staying unobtrusive anyway. By the way, that's a very nice language you're speaking. A lot of people don't understand it. I have a language as myself. I'm kind of from out of town that not a lot of people understand. No one can actually pronounce my name. It's kind of funny.
He tilts his head slightly, looking at you. What is this pronunciation of your name?
Oh, well, my true name is Ayaki, but everyone calls me Anarchy because they can't pronounce Ayaki.
He tilts his head a little, studying you again before slowly nodding. And which of these names do you prefer?
That's a good question. Ayaki's the one I grew up with. Anarchy's kind of funny. I don't understand the meaning of the word, to be honest. I heard it once, and...
Anarchy is a word used to describe the absence of government leadership and authority, when everybody fights only for themselves, since there is no sense of community.
Oh my. That's truly the definition?
Basically.
Oh. But then again, my new friends gave me that word as a name. I should ask them about it. You can pick whatever one you like, if you like. I don't know if I have a preference yet.
Well, I can pronounce Ayaki just fine.
Oh, it's kind of nice hearing that again, to be honest. It's been a long time.
I can imagine. How long have you been around in this country?
Oh, that reminds me. That's also the other thing I wanted to perhaps trouble you with. I don't know if this is an apology or not, but as you can see, my clothes are... I know you're making a beautiful, wonderful outfit, but as well, what I'm wearing right now used to be a uniform. Like almost a military-esque one, but more like an East Side style, you know?
All right.
And I really, really messed it up. I was supposed to go on this,
Just
well, a
you did.
100-year quest, so to speak. And it was a very, very taxing quest. I haven't completed yet, and I don't want to return home wearing this. Do you think you could fix it up? Well, this is unfixable, but I drew out this design, and I was thinking, this is what it used to look like, except I add some fluff on the collar.
He goes over and
maybe
takes
a little bit darker because I need to protect my friends because they're very squishy, and I'm not used to squishy people, and they keep getting hit at night. And I figure it might go with the themes you're already doing, and it matches the outfits.
He goes over and takes your piece of paper,
And I'll pay for it in full.
the glasses back up so that way he can examine the piece of paper, holding it in front of his face and about a foot away. Yes, this should not be a very taxing outfit to create. You want it just like this?
Yes, if that wouldn't be too much trouble. How much does it cost again?
I run 30 gold for my outfits.
Okay, I'm about 2 gold short, but I'm sure I can make that amount.
That's fine. I will get started on this after the fashion show. As it is, we are running a deadline for the fashion show, which is tomorrow night, and some people have decided to stop operating in a timely manner.
Then I will operate in a timely manner.
Just if you were going for tea, I take Earl Grey. I take it with a little bit of vanilla in it and some cream.
Okay.
Anarchy goes off to prepare that.
There is an entire table out in the main area that has all the fixings for tea and the like that you can make tea at, and you can spend your morning there cleaning. As it is, roll a percentage for me.
Okay, here we go. Hopefully it tastes good. Dear goodness. Please, good tea. Please, good tea. Please, good tea. 48.
He doesn't seem to turn his nose up at it. He doesn't seem to be overly enthused by it either, but he drinks it. He does not spit it back at you or anything. Now, roll one more percentage for me.
Oh, dear goodness. Please, good, whatever this is. Oh, no, not very good, whatever this is. I don't like the percentage dice. 31.
Everyone, you keep trying to be relatively unobtrusive, but throughout the morning, as you are staying in Jacques' store for the day, you notice the store is very busy today. With the fashion show happening tomorrow, there are people in and out of this store today that he then has, because now it's when it rains, he basically he curses the sky a little bit from inside, but you assume he's cursing the sky because when these different people are showing up, many of them do have umbrellas, but he's still having to have them dry off and fix up their hair and stuff before he puts them into his outfits, so that way he can be getting people's final fittings. And you notice by about early afternoon, they seem to be running behind on fittings. Like one person will show up at the time that they were supposed to be there, and then Jacques is very patiently explaining to that individual that they're running just a little bit behind, but that he will be with them in a timely manner, and that they should take some time to sit, peruse, relax. So you're noticing the tension is definitely high as these people are working to get a lot of stuff done. You end up picking up throughout your morning there that what happened was he was supposed to have an additional set of hands coming in to help him with some of these final touches on a couple outfits, who apparently is not coming in because it looked like rain today. So he seems to be very mad about the rain. The rain is not pleasing to him. At some point, you do get to see Muffy again. Muffy comes out around lunchtime. And he actually shears a little bit of wool off of Muffy as well at the time to be touching some things up. This seems to be why he owns a sheep. But Muffy gets fed lunch, and Muffy is currently on a leash which is tethered, especially with the door opening and closing. You do hear in passing that it seems a lot of the reason he's behind and also tired is also because apparently the door never latched to that back room yesterday, and so Muffy got out.
Oh my.
And he spent a good part of the evening into the night having to go try to find Muffy.
So overall, Jacques not having a good day at all.
So overall, Jacques not having a terribly good day. But there's a lot of work happening. Eventually, there is around 4 p.m., which is the time that you were supposed to be coming in for your fitting. He is still a little behind on everyone else, but since you're just there to be helping out, at some point you're no longer cleaning. At some point he has you come over and just hold something for him while he works. At some point he has you, something spills and he has you picking up little pins and stuff from the ground. He's put you to work in a good number of different ways. You're putting in a decent amount of work today if you choose to stay for the whole day.
I think she's choosing to stay much longer now, seeing the stress on Jacques' face. she wants to help. In fact, I think she's doing something a little bit sneaky as well. To anyone she finds his workers is kind of slacking or tired out, she goes up to them and she phrases it, I want to give you some special words of encouragement. Would you like to have them? As in, kind of asking secretly consent for a guidance spell and giving them the guidance. Just like, pat them on the back, good luck.
You are being very encouraging to Jacques' workers, which does put a lighter mood in the air at the very least. It does help to lift the spirits a little bit. Eventually he gets around to your fitting, and since you've been inside all day, at the very least, you don't have any drying off to do. So what you find out, by the time your fitting comes around, which is dinner time, but what Jacques has made for you, he's gone very elegant with your outfit. You have a silver dress that has slits up both sides so that you maintain the ability to be walking in it, but it is a silver dress. The fabric shimmers a little bit. It has tinsel woven into it. You have a cape, which is made of a very sheer fabric that is bunched up at, like if you were to hold it out as a rectangle, bunch up both ends and then connect those two bunches up to your shoulders. It falls and folds and it drapes behind you. It's not just a square of fabric behind you. And it has this ombre effect from a deep navy blue up to a silver again. He has incorporated your 7 stars concept onto the back of the cape with 1 large center star and 3 smaller stars off to either side. He has several different mock-ups of possibilities for how he would like to have your face painted tomorrow that you can then have some input on. About halfway through your fitting, when he's getting the dress pulled in anywhere that he needs to, just make sure that it was made perfectly correctly and everything, another man comes in who is wet and also seems to not like the rain as much until Jacques makes a comment about the rain, and then he kind of laughs about it and says, I mean, what are you going to do? It's nature. It's a slightly older gentleman. He's very short, very wide in the middle. He definitely kind of comes out a lot at the middle. He's in a very, very nice suit with a lot of pieces and a lot of gold chains. It seems like he's got like multiple pocket watches. Ooh. He has a monocle. He's balding on top. And there's this big black iguana looking thing that rides on his shoulder. And he comes in with a chest and with a wooden locked chest that he sets down and begins unlocking, which Jacques looks at him like, you were supposed to be here in the middle of the day. He says, it was raining heavier in the middle of the day. I think I didn't want to walk in the rain. You're like 2 doors down from me. You could have come to me. He opens up this chest, and there's an assortment of jewelry in the chest. But what he pulls out is this tiara, which is not a perfectly made tiara for a human's head. It seems to have been made a little bit differently, which Jacques begins figuring out if it fits properly on your head and hooks behind a couple of a little ridge in the quartz and everything, right? So that it sits in front of your Suki hair, but sits back at an angle. And what you notice about the tiara is that it has 6 little stars on it, and then there's just this big gap in the front center, which Jacques begins to explain to you that he spoke and worked with Jean here, the jeweler of the city, to put together, to repurpose an old tiara, make some customizations to it, fix it up to be more suiting to what you would be looking for, but in a manner that you could mount your holy symbol into the tiara.
I see. Jacques, this is all so stunning. I'm truly... I know you're extremely talented, but... This outfit could dazzle the gods themselves.
Yes, you look like royalty. And that is the way that you will look in my runway show tomorrow. And hopefully, the Cravens will be impressed with it.
The Cravens will be there?
Yes, the Cravens will be there. This is a fashion show. I invite the top of the top to these things. That's why we host the fashion shows. We have the 90th anniversary coming up next week. They need to know what it is that they want to wear. They say, Jacques, what do you have that's new? I say, let me show you what I have that's new. So that way they feel confident in my work and so they continue to hire me to make their clothes and they do not try to outsource it.
I see. Then we really should... I should help you clean my holy symbol for this crown. Immediately. Or
Make
whatever
sure-
you need.
We will make sure that the holy symbol is nice and clean. He gets out the set of heels, these silver shiny sets of heels.
Oh boy.
Don't worry, they are very sturdy. He sets them down. Let's try
500
some on,
pounds
see if you
sturdy?
let's try some on, see if you can walk in some.
I'll do my best.
All right. He's putting the shoes on.
You put the shoes on, you are surprised. You don't hear any like sound come from the shoes at all. You don't hear any plastic snapping or anything. Strangely, you can stand on these shoes. So you don't hear any sort of groans and complaints. He tells you that you should be sure when you walk in these to make sure that you are walking a little more forward than backwards, just to make sure that the floor is fine, generally.
I'll do my best.
But the shoes do not break.
This is phenomenal. Thank you. Honestly, I don't think I deserve this. But I will do my
Nonsense,
best
you are
for you.
gorgeous. You are gorgeous, you are in my fashion show, so you deserve to wear what I tell you to wear.
Yes, sir.
I've done it again. You look stunning, and you will look more stunning when we paint your face tomorrow. All right.
Okay.
Off with the outfit. We are not taking it out into the rain. He
Of course.
ushers Jean back out of the fitting room now that he seems pleased with your final fitting for the outfit and everything, so that way you can get back out of it, get back into your other clothes and the like. And after that, he tells you to make sure that you send, let's see, Lythander, even or odd?
Odd.
To send Jim over next.
Okay. Oh, before I go, do you want a down payment on the outfit I've commissioned? I have a friend that kind of keeps paying for things for me. I'm feeling a little guilty, and this is definitely a pricey item. I would rather pay for what I can.
Yes, what do you have as the down payment?
What would you like?
Well, if I am to start putting work away on it, I say you pay me 20 gold now, and then I take the last 10 later.
Sounds good. 20 gold it is.
All right. He will take your 20 gold. He goes out and then into the back where you presumably has a safe or something that he keeps his money in. And when he comes back out, he assures you that after the fashion show, he will get started on your order.
Thank you so much, sir.
And he nods and hurries you out the door so that way you can go get Jim. He is on limited time, and time is money. So,
All right. Anarchy's got her hood up. And also, before she heads out, because I imagine it's still raining, she doesn't want to damage the paper she took, but she has something in her bag to protect it, actually.
oh yeah.
She has something called an alms box. So she shoves it in there,
Oh, there you go.
including the ink. Basically, the thing she thinks she's going to get wet, she puts in there. She doesn't want to wreck that stuff. Plus, she worked hard on her artwork.
She did work hard on her artwork.
I think she forgot to show Shock, but I'm sure it's going to be fine, the poster.
I think she did forget to show Jacques, but she and Jacques got to bond about being from faraway countries. Jacques seems to be able to pronounce your name just fine, and all day he's been calling you Ayaki.
Aww.
Aw.
That's a neat change of pace for Anarchy.
His petite gem. He also likes to call you his petite gem.
Aw.
So cute! Aw. So anyway, Anarchy's running back to the east side, and I guess she gets in, and she's now shouting for Jim lied.
Jim, you're up next.
At this point,
Talk's place. Are you
Oh.
clean?
Well, yeah, mainly I was having some fun with this bridge, but,
We cleaned up.
well,
over
it's dinner time by the time she's coming back. So you guys were just finishing the bridge, and literally at a point where Kip was, you guys were all sitting at like the edge of this crack. Kip had his elbows on his knees and was like, "Dinner's a thing. We're gonna have food. I'm gonna get up and cook food in a second."
Do you guys
and
have
then,
fish here?
yes.
I could do the cooking. Ethander hops into the crack, walks over to West Side, pulls himself back out of the crack,
What
goes
are you
over
guys doing?
to start cooking.
ta-da! Lythander and Kip thought it'd be a good idea to build a bridge so you can safely
You guys aren't
go
stuck in the
across.
crack, are you?
Nah,
No.
we can get out just fine.
It was
We-
all like Vander's
We've been having
idea.
fun, actually.
Wait, hold on. You've been building a bridge?
Yeah, it's safer.
Sturdier. It's got support beams under it, so that way you should be able to walk across it just fine. I even added a couple extra just to make
Wait,
sure.
you've been doing this just for yourself, right? For the maintenance of the place?
Oh, it is something that had to happen, but no, this was Lythander's idea.
Yeah, it was a bit of a safety thing, and, your safety is safety, so,
And besides, my grandmother walks across
if
these
you're
streams all the
uncomfortable with
time.
it, consider it a thing for all the people. But if you're comfortable with us doing something nice for you, then, yeah.
You guys did this for me?
It was pretty fun, honestly. Like, it took me back to building the bar with Martha.
You worked all day on something for me?
Nobody wants you to have to walk outside of the city just to cross over the sides.
Thank you. You didn't have to do that. I don't know what to say.
Anarchy just kind of like shook it up and shocked. This is genuinely the first time in a very, very, very long time that anyone's ever done anything for her, especially to this grand scale. She's just kind of doesn't know how to process.
Kip hums quietly before looking at Jim. You might not want to keep Jacques waiting.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Hey, Anarchy, I know you don't eat, but you might as well go sit and hang out with them, Have a good time tonight.
Is the bridge safe to use?
No.
Kip, what do you think?
I think it should be safe just fine. Only one way you're ever going to really find out.
And you're down there, Kip, right? So you help me out, and I wouldn't be stuck there?
You will not be stuck there, I promise.
Okay.
Okay, I guess Anarchy's gonna test the fridge, ladies and gentlemen!
All right. This bridge doesn't groan or creak under you at all. This bridge seems solid.
Anarchy just like puts a step on it, and she's shocked for a moment that it's not creaking. She kind of like slowly bends to her knees for a second, and everything's just like Anarchy EXE has stopped working for half a second here.
It smirks a little, watching you like slowly taking this in.
I can't believe you did this. Thank you.
Like I said, you should really thank Lythander.
Yeah, definitely.
His idea.
Where is he?
He's in the kitchen. I think he took a turn cooking dinner tonight.
Anarchy gets up and heads off to the kitchen.
Jim heads off to Jacques, by the way.
Okay.
No.
So when Anarchy gets to the kitchen first.
Lythander's terribly humming some sort of song.
While Kip's eyes looking like Kip's eyes.
Wrong. This is a sea shanty. Something him and his dad used to sing on the boats while he's cooking the fish.
That's a beautiful song.
I don't know if it's a pretty song, but it's a song to help get the work done.
Lythander,
Yeah?
why did you do
Oh, hey,
that?
I need to talk to you. It's kind
sure.
of important.
Okay.
Yeah. He turns... Well, I don't know if you can... I know there are, like... he puts... I don't know if he has a lever to, like cover up more of the fire for the stove so like that to turn down the heat.
Yeah.
Okay. So he turns down the heat.
Seems like the kitchen here has some decently nice stuff. Obviously, they do some shopping on the east side.
Mm-hmm. On the stove before looking over at Anarchy. I wanted to apologize for my behavior yesterday. I was really angry, and I should not have come in and talked to any of you in the way that I talked to you guys. My anger doesn't justify the way that I spoke, and it certainly doesn't justify the way that I made you feel. I'm sorry.
Wait. You're apologizing to me? I don't understand. I messed up.
You didn't do
failed
anything-
to complete my task.
You didn't do anything wrong. There was a sudden situation in front of you and Jim that wasn't planned for, and both of you did your best to handle the situation. We can't always account for things not going as planned.
But it wasn't a successful situation.
It doesn't matter. What matters is that you're both safe.
Anarchy's just like frozen in place. Like you can see like the pupils in her eyes are just really small, and she's utterly shocked by the statement. This is like, what's going on?
don't understand. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Yeah, my dad used to say that family wasn't about, like, nobody ever fighting. Family was about, because no matter what, when you hang out with someone long enough, fights arise. Family's more about working through fights than never getting into fights. We're going to have disagreements. We're in close proximity with each other. Somebody's going to put their cold feet on someone else and make someone angry. But the point is that family sticks through it all, thick and thin.
You consider me family?
Well, yeah, you've got, like, the Fisher name. That's my family's name. Fishers. We're Fishers. So you and Jim are Fishers too, so you guys are family.
But we just met. How?
You can just kind of sense those things, Like, once upon a time when I was born was the first day my parents met me, but, like, they already decided I was family.
Anarchy just gives Lythander a hug.
He rubs her back.
Thank
You
you.
hear the cracks go up his spine as this like really hunky piece of quartz squeezes him,
I'm sorry. I'm not hurting you, am I?
No, I'm fine. I think my back needed that realignment. It's okay. Really. Thanks. It means a lot. Oh, also, he reaches around into his back and he pulls out a tiny sleep mask with all of the bedazzled stuff on it. I got this for you the other day. I forgot to give it to you.
Anarchy slowly takes the mask. She kind of feels the soft part at the back of it.
I hope that's not a problem.
I know Anarchy can't cry, but she kind of falls to her knees for a minute.
Well, oh God,
and her just eyes are just like buried in it. If she could cry. This is the motion.
Lythander quickly gets down onto his knees too to, like, kind of carefully put his hands on her shoulder. I am so sorry.
There is a thud as she hits the ground because she's 500 pounds. Kip's head does briefly poke into the kitchen because there was like a decently loud, noise, and then his head goes back out of the kitchen when he sees, people are fine, everything's fine.
Everyone's so nice. I don't understand.
Well, that's what people do for each other. It's what we all want to do for you.
I don't. Thank you.
Lythander gives her a firm hug. Of course. Thank you.
I want
Thank
to
you
do nice
for.
things for you too.
You already have. You're hanging out with me and, honestly, Jim. But
You two are nicer than you know.
Well, Jim's nice. I wouldn't go patting myself on the back for anything
No,
I've ever
really.
done.
I've
But
no, this is nice.
thanks. You hanging out with me and hanging out with Jim, it means more than you know. Your company does a lot, especially for the old man. I think he's just lonely in his old age, He doesn't have any children that are writing to him or coming to visit him.
That's so
So,
sad.
yeah, old people get lonely because everybody around them starts dying off. So it means a lot to Jim, I'm sure.
You know what? Lythander, it's
Yeah?
been lonely for 100 years. Thank you.
Yeah. Giving her another squeeze, even though it kind of hurts his arm.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
You don't have to be alone anymore. Promise.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Of course. He stands up and he goes back to cooking.
You get over to Jacques' place, which has mannequins and outfits all over. It's decently crowded, but it's very clean. And you get there, and as you're coming in the door, you hear Jacques shout to you before you see that he has looked over to you, put up a hand and say, "Stop! To the left, there are towels and a changing room over there. Go, get out of the wet clothes, dry yourself off."
All right. Jim
You
just
go.
goes and does it.
You get yourself dried off before he then proceeds to bring your outfit to you in a front changing room, which seems to have been made makeshift because he didn't want people having to track water all the way through his store to get to the changing rooms, which are typically in the back. So he brings your outfit up to you, has you get into it so that he can start trying it on. He asks if you brought your ducky mask with you.
Why would I leave without it? It's so soft.
An excellent answer. I don't know. Truly, it's a marvel. So, he seems to have coordinated this outfit to go with your ducky mask. You have what essentially, they're basically kind of silk pajamas looking. They are navy blue and... All right, so he gave you a cape like you wanted because when you came in, you said you wanted a cape. It has a big fasten on the front of it that is black with a bright yellow ducky. The fur on top, which keeps you warm, is a yellow fur and it has a hood. And you have what is a yellow fading down into black cape with yellow duckies across the bottom of it. You are king of the ducks. You put the same 7 stars on the back of your cape, one large centered in the middle, embroidered there. And the cape itself also has a shimmery kind of effect to it to keep the whole nighttime kind of theme together. This is very East Side fashion. It's very loud. You seems to have a personality to go with it. So you have what are essentially silk pajamas. All of the buttons are black buttons that have duckies on them. But the colors are split in half between the two sides. So, like, your left upper body is the same color as your right lower body with that black. That it's actually a really deep navy blue that happens in a lot of the material. None of it is actually black, but it gives the effect of being very black. And it alternates with the yellow, which is on your upper right half, and then your lower left half, so that you get this kind of weird checkerboard kind of effect from the material. But he went very comfortable for you. But they are silk. They are a nice material. He has also for you a pair of black shoes to wear with them that have this bright yellow puffball on the toes. And the bottoms of your pant legs, which are very bell-bottom. These pants are bell-bottom pants.
Yes!
They flare out. And around the bottoms of each of your pants is again, another round of duckies.
Oh.
There is a breast pocket, but the cape does cover up the breast pocket a little bit.
Oh my capitalism.
And when you pull the hood up, it's a duck head.
Oh my god. Oh my capitalism. Jacques, this is... Wow.
I'm calling you the king of the ducks.
I like this. Thank you. I'm not good at compliments. Really
I assume you will bring that mask with you tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll bring the mask.
Good. Do not damage the mask between now and then. It will make me look bad.
Not planning on doing much tomorrow between now and the fashion shows, so, you know.
All right. He has you move around, gets a couple of things pinned and figured out where he needs to make some adjustments, but there aren't a lot of adjustments that need making. He seems like he's pretty spot on with the first draft here. And he seems to even take a minute to admire how spot on his work is with the first draft.
His masterpiece of ducks.
His masterpiece of ducks. And then he leaves so you can get changed back out of it, tells you to leave it on the side table in there and get back into your other stuff. It will be here tomorrow for you to prepare for the fashion show.
All right. Thanks, Jock. Sorry about everything that I've done.
Yes, water under the bridge, as they say.
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, and maybe one day the two of us will laugh about things and crack a beer or something. You know, If your outfits get me business, that they might be sooner than you think. Okay.
Make sure the door closes behind you on your way out.
Yep, don't want to get that rainwater in.
Send the young man.
Okay. Jim leaves. He closes the door, goes over to the jail, and he just kind of goes. By the point you're there, they probably have dinner cooked and ready. They are now eating dinner, chilling out and about around the desk that's out there because there's not really a huge dining room set up down here.
Lysander's taken the fish heads, and he's kind of like...
Put them on spikes outside the jail.
No, he's kind of like stuck his fingers into them, and he's like doing puppets with them.
Oh, God!
Hey, Lysander, wash your hands of the fish guts. It's your turn to try on the fancy clothes.
Oh, have fun, Lysander.
Oh. Lythander quickly puts down the heads that he was having, converses with each other quickly, scarfs down some food, stands up, goes to run outside, stops, looks at Kip. Do you have an umbrella?
He gets up, goes around behind the desk and reaches under it before pulling one out and holding it out to you.
Thank you kindly, sir. He takes the umbrella and he will be going out.
All right. You are heading over to Jacques next. Jim, you get to sit down and now eat dinner with Anarchy and Kip. And Kip's grandmother is also out eating dinner right now. So, sit down, have like a pseudo-family meal here.
Ooh.
A fish.
Yeah. So, Anarchy, how was your day?
It was quite busy, to be honest. I was helping Jacques all day.
Oh, yeah? And,
He's a very stressed man.
you can tell by the condition of the store it went well.
He was, a lot of things didn't work out for him today, but we pulled through.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. I'm, glad to hear it. Lythander and I had a pretty good day.
Oh, by the way, I have to tell you something important.
Oh, yeah?
I think Lythander should know too, but the Cravens are going to be there at the fashion show.
Even that little bitch, Kyle.
Yes, and don't call him that.
He just has, like, permanent little bitch face,
What is all this mess?
Like, there's just something about that Kyle guy. I look at him, and I just want to punch him. I won't,
Please
but, like...
don't punch him. You never even talked to him.
I know, but, like, have you ever met someone with just that face?
No.
That face that just pisses you off?
No.
Like you don't do anything about it. You shouldn't do anything about it, because he hasn't done anything.
Do anything about
But,
it.
you still look at him and go, man... In your head, you're just thinking, man, that guy is a little bitch.
I'm sorry. I cannot process this at all.
Okay, maybe this is a me thing. I'll work through
I'm
that.
sorry, it may be.
But,
We're not punching Kyle.
well, no, I wasn't going to punch Kyle. Like, when I was drunk, I definitely was. But,
So yeah, the Cravens are going to be there, and we should probably be on our best behavior. We want to make a good impression, right?
yeah, we probably should. We're gonna unite this town and stuff.
That was the goal.
Yeah, they're probably important. I'll, suck it up if I have to talk to Kyle.
Thank you, Jim.
Kip kind of looks between the two of you now that you seem to be getting towards the end. Well, Kyle isn't likely to be there.
Oh,
Oh, really?
Kyle lives on the west side. The fashion show is probably an east side event.
So
They
the
don't
east
really-
side people might approve if I should talk Kyle.
please don't. They're still family.
Fine.
It wouldn't be proper etiquette.
It's, you're right.
Oh, Kip, that reminds me. Would your great-grandmother still be interested in seeing some magic? I did also promise that as well, and a promise is a promise.
I'm sure she would love to see some magic. He glances over at this woman who, she doesn't seem to be listening to the conversation. She seems to mostly just be eating right now. But he glances at her for a second versus, I'm sure she would love to see some magic. Do you want to do that later tonight, or?
Whatever time's best, I suppose.
I think when we clean up from dinner would probably be a good time then.
Okay.
All right, Lythander, you get to Jacques' place, but you see the same scene that was described to Jim. This
Except Lythander enters with style. He kicks open the door. I'm here. Your muse.
Basically enters like Cusco. Boom,
he
baby.
looks over.
Bam, baby.
Yes, you are here, and you are still, what? Put your umbrella in the container. Go change over there.
Lythander struts on and tosses his umbrella into the container. So,
Make a dexterity attack to see if it actually lands as a ranged thing.
5, 7 plus 13, 30, 20.
Yeah, you toss the umbrella and it goes into the thing.
Nice aim.
Thank you. Thank you, random voice.
The random complimentary voice.
Your touch was about to close. I will be over with your clothes in a second.
Yes, sir.
Your clothes, thankfully, are not like drenched or anything. You did have an umbrella. It's mostly like the bottom of your pants legs and stuff like that, your shoes that you have to then really be getting out of. But he does come up to the changing room with your outfit, so that way you can get dried off and you can put that on. Your outfit. He went for the night theme that you had described to him. So when he designed your outfit, he designed it with nighttime in mind. So he did a lot of things to try and account for the fact that you made it very clear you need to maintain movability. So the outfit, while not just made out of cotton or anything terribly stretchy, the first thing that you really notice about it is that all over the outfit there are different areas that look like pockets and certainly could be pockets, but they're really hidden folds of fabric. So as you move, they open up and there's extra fabric and the like, so you maintain your movability. The pants, everything is done in this very, very deep navy blue. Underneath your shirt, underneath your shirt and underneath your pants, you have fishnet to put on. He gave you fishnet to put on so that way you can put on the pants, which are done in a very interesting way. They have a sheer black fabric over the knees, so that way you can really see through them. That also gave a lot better movability without potentially creasing a lot of like silken nice material there. So there are 2 strands of this nice black thread that goes between them. Every button and every clasp on your outfit has this star symbol, so that way he could keep you tied in with everything, but your star symbols are made out of black thread and the like. So you have these see-through pockets over your knees, which show off the fishnet that you were wearing under your pants. He has dark shoes for you that are pointed at the front, and you notice when you put them on and you start walking around, they do not click. They do not have hard bottoms. Actually, underneath them, it looks like they have some very minor layer of what seems to be a felt or a soft fabric that deadens your footsteps. Caveat, I'm sorry, I forgot the best part of Jim's outfit. Jim, when you click the heels of your shoes, they make duck noises.
Yes!
Yes, I forgot the best part of that outfit.
No!
Woo! You are king of the ducks! Oh, Anarchy, also your outfit had a bicep-length arm gloves. They weren't full gloves. They're sleeves that go down to your wrists, and then they just reach over and they connect to your middle fingers.
And this guy.
And they each, yes, they each had a star on the back of them. So your shoes are definitely deadened, but they still have grip around the edges. If you put your foot down hard, you can still attain grip. The entire bottom is not covered in this fabric. It's just there to really deaden most of your walking. You're pretty sure that if you slid at the right angle, you probably could slide across linoleum in these shoes. You're pretty sure with your dexterity that you could probably figure out how to make that work.
Nice.
On the upper body, you have an interestingly layered shirt. It does go on over the top, but you have several thin black chains that go across the front of it for decoration. You have a hood that is attached to the shirt. The shirt is sleeveless, so that it shows off then that you were wearing fishnet to certainly cover up and add a lot of texture to admire about your skin. There is a hood, and there's also a very bunchy turtleneck that, as far as you're concerned, you could probably pull up to like conceal part of your face. Not that like you're somebody who looks for things like that in an outfit, but you're like, oh, there's enough fabric here that I could just pull this up and conceal a good part of my face, and it's tight enough that you could probably make that work. So that is your outfit. You also have a couple of those armbands. They're made out of leather, but they have so all of your clothing is done in a way that like the pants at the top are tightly connected to you. At the bottom, they sit much looser. Your vest shirt thing is tight against your body, but they are made out of a material that they have this nice material on the outside, but they also have a very soft, more insulated layer on the inside to keep you warm, since you have this mesh material on your knees, since you have open arms and the like. He did a lot to keep you warm. And so the arm bands, those thick, like 3-inch wide, they're black leather bracelets, basically have this softer material underneath as well for additional like insulation and everything to keep you warm. And you also have a star on the back of your hood when you lift it up, and the 7 stars on the back of your vest. 1 large centered in the middle, 3 off to each side going up your shoulders.
Nice. I said I just kind of start strutting like a peacock in front of a mirror.
Yes.
Did not put you in the peacock outfit.
Why would it matter if I was in a peacock outfit? I'm just strutting my stuff.
Like Tamatoa.
When you come for the fashion show, we will meet early. We will make sure that your makeup is done. We will put further accessories on you. You are not keeping the accessories. I noticed that your ears are not pierced, so we have acquired clip-ons.
I had my ears pierced once. Got a bad infection.
So obviously you did not get some done somewhere very nice. We can pierce your ears here.
No, I'm out of that phase. Yeah, a friend steered me right. He said, emo goth ain't for you.
This is your outfit. It seems to fit you perfectly. There was not too much guesswork to do, so...
Look at that man. Look at him go. Yeah, I look good. I'm feeling this. I'm vibing it.
Are you vibing it?
I'm vibing it.
I've never heard that said before.
Thanks again.
Sure, now you get out of the outfit. Yep. I keep it here so you do not ruin it between now and then.
Okay, thank you, sir.
He turns and leaves so you can get changed now that you have seen your outfit and everything.
And Lythander will then head on back.
You guys head on back. You now have the opportunity. Dinner is finished. Kip is cleaning up after dinner. Anarchy, you get to show the grandma magic. What are you choosing to show her?
Well, I guess I have to say hi to the grandmother.
And she blinks and looks at you and kind of tilts her head a little. My, what are you?
I'm a gnome person.
Oh. I've never met a gnome before.
Well, there's a first time for everything. Speaking of, somebody had told me that, are you perhaps a fan of things that are magical, perchance?
She blinks and her brow furrows a little bit. Magic in what way?
What would you do if you could see it? Would you like that?
I think that would depend on what was happening.
What
is the rain magic? She looks out the door.
No. I was just thinking, what if something just glowed? That's it. Oh, it doesn't hurt. It just glows. It doesn't even burn.
That would be very nice to see.
If you had to pick something that you would want to glow, what would it be?
She now looks around the prison a little bit before reaching into the top of her shirt and pulling out this locket that she keeps around her neck. It's a very, very old-looking locket. You can make this glow?
I could. This is a beautiful locket. This is yours then, right?
No, actually, she stole it from someone else. Turns out the grandma's a thief. Oh, grandma!
That's pretty ironic for Kip.
Where'd you get this from?
Kip just, what can I say? He's got a thing for people with sticky fingers. It starts with his great-great-grandma.
Anarchy doesn't have the best. It's been 100 years.
No, that's not. It just made me laugh really, really good. She chuckles quietly and nods. Yes, it's mine.
Okay then. Are you ready?
And she nods.
1, 2, 3.
And that's when Anarchy casts light on the locket.
You see the entire demeanor of just her posture, her face, it all changes when she realizes that you are being very literal, that you can cast magic. You're not sure what she was expecting since you were literally plainly saying it, but somehow it seems to have surprised her anyway.
Anarchy pulls the light down a little bit.
Not surprised her, like startled her, like freaked her out, but just almost like she didn't believe that you were actually going to do it, even though she was saying yes. Her face.
Sorry if I scared you. I could turn it off. It really doesn't hurt. Do you want to touch it? Or I'll touch it. See? I'll poke it. Doesn't hurt.
She slowly brings her hands out to take the locket, and to stare at it as it's glowing. And her face starts shifting, her brow furrowing a little, before you see tears beginning to well up in her eyes.
I'm so sorry. I'll turn it off. I'm so sorry.
And he turns the light spell off.
I didn't mean to make you sad.
The light's gone.
Do you want it back?
Why is the light going out?
Anarchy casts light back on it.
See, it's back.
James, come look at this. She starts looking around, and Kip lets out a slight breath before going over to take a seat next to her. James isn't here. And she blinks, looks at him. My, who are you? Kip, I work here, remember? And she slowly nods after a sec, though she doesn't seem to fully believe him, but she seems to have like this kind of general notion of like agreeing anyway. You work with James? Yes, I work with James. Look at this. And she holds the necklace out to him, and he hums quietly and nods. It's glowing, sure thing. Never thought I'd see anything like that in my life. And she looks back at it. She seems to still be crying. There seem to be a couple tears running down her face, not outwardly bawling, just quietly a few tears are running down her face.
I'm sorry I made your grandmother cry, Kip.
Kip shakes his head and pulls out a handkerchief to clean her face a little bit. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Is everything all right? I don't think she wants me to turn it off.
No, I don't think she does. She does like this stuff.
We can only maintain it for some time.
That's fine. I don't expect you to hold this forever. And
About an hour in me.
Well, an hour should be enough then. He looks at her. Why don't you take the locket with you? We can go back to your room, No, we should wait for James to get home. James will want to see this. He needs to see the light.
Oh, no.
And Kip hums quietly. Well, she's going to be able to cast it again. It's not something that's going away, so James can see the light when James comes home. How's that sound? And she stares at this locket again for a second before looking back at you. You can do this again?
I can do it as much as you like.
How do you carry the light with you?
It kind of is inside of me.
The light is inside of you?
Well,
are you an angel?
Oh my. I wouldn't say that exactly. I was just kind of born that way.
Her eyes water up more before this old woman leans forward and hugs you and starts crying.
It's okay. I hope you're all right.
Thank you for this.
Anytime.
You've brought the light.
Why is the light... I like light as well, but I'm glad the light makes you happy.
Things are going to be okay.
Yeah, they are.
This break has been brought to you by Silly Songs with Lythander. Kip,
10 seconds long.
your eyes remind me of your eyes.
Your eyes.
Your hair is like...
Reminds me of that one time I went to juvenile jail, but that's a long story and I don't really want to get into it.
Kip, I swear I'm not a criminal, except I am. Hope
The only thing I'm here to steal is your heart.
I want to steal your heart.
And maybe some gold. Thank you for listening to Silly Songs with Lythander. We will now return to our regularly scheduled program.
Kip gets his grandmother to her feet. She takes the glowing locket with her, so long as you're willing to keep it glowing in the it can glow for up to an hour.
Yeah,
so she takes that
it for the hour glowing.
she takes out with her to her room, and Kip goes in, gets her settled, brings her a cup of tea and the like. And that's the end of the day.
Oh my.
Nap time!
And anything else you guys want to do in particular with your evening after dinner before you settle down for the
Before
night?
she goes to bed, Anarchy wants to ask Kip,
Why does she want to show the light so much? To, to Jean?
He shrugs slightly, running a hand through his hair. Grandma and my dad were always incredibly close. I know they worked together on a lot of things. They went out for a lot of walks, had deep philosophical discussions. They agreed on a lot of things. So I imagine, considering that my dad was the only one in the family who would listen to her talk about the fact that she was sure magic existed, it just excites her, the prospect of having something proof sitting in her hands to share with him.
Oh.
Kip, I'm sorry she doesn't remember you. You're a really wonderful person, you know that?
Thanks.
So, I hate to break up this moment.
Sorry about that.
But, well, I guess I'm bringing it up with, more sappy stuff, which,
Oh, that's always fun.
God, I'm tired of doing the sappy stuff. But, you did good in there, kid.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah,
She cried a lot.
those are good cries. They're good cries and bad cries. Sometimes, a cry can just be from really feeling happy in the moment.
I suppose that's true.
You basically, had one when you saw that bridge.
I guess I did.
Yeah,
Which,
picture
thank
that.
you again.
You gave her the feelings you got when you saw the bridge. It's a good thing. You should feel rewarded.
I'm glad I could spread that kindness.
Kip
Yeah, we
nods.
Probably hit the hay. We got
Yes.
kind of a big day tomorrow, and yesterday was a mess, but today was nice. And let's probably go to sleep before we mess that up, or I mess it up.
Yes. I have to start taking my armor off.
oh, and before Anarchy goes to bed, as she's getting as she's getting comfy, she takes out the eye sleep mask. She just kind of feels the soft bits before going to sleep. She doesn't put it on her face because, the metal on her eyes can't feel anything. It's a mask.
It's a mask, but it could block out the light.
She decides to wrap it instead around her wrist so that way she can feel the soft fluff.
That's exactly how you use a,
Exactly. That's the Anarchy way of using it. That's why her name's Anarchy.
Yeah, she does what she wants.
That's where you go to sleep. Jim, you go clock out in a cell.
Yep.
And Lythander, you're going to clock out in a cell?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Lythander, make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Uh-oh.
Oof, Chief.
Oh no.
Wisdom. Lythander's favorite. It's fine, guys. It's only a -4. It's a 0.
Oh.
Lythander, no!
Wisdom today. See?
I need Jim and Anarchy to both make perception checks for me.
Oh no,
Yeah.
please.
You're not gonna kill us, are you?
I might.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. Oh,
You're up.
21 for Jim.
Jim just always wakes up in the night. He's fine.
Wait, for your group in the night, trust Jim to wake up. What about you,
Jim
Anarchy?
is like that lady from Madeline going,
I have 10.
something is not right.
He is. Miss Clavel. Jim is Miss Clavel.
Yeah, Jim is Miss Clavel.
And I have a 10.
All right, Anarchy, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
10. Oh, wisdom saving.
Yes,
Okay.
I heard your perception. Yes.
Okay, wisdom saving. This won't be as bad because I have at least +4 in this. Hopefully. Oh no, it's on the floor.
Oof.
So it's a 12.
It's a 12. Okay, so Anarchy, while you're sleeping, it doesn't wake you up, but you have one of those like trippy dreams where you feel like you were awake at some point, but like the prison was entirely dark around you. You looked around, you couldn't hear anything except this deafening ringing in your ears, and you had an inexplicable feeling of pressure on your soul, like something was pulling at it almost. It didn't give you a foreboding, dark kind of evil feeling. It was just a feeling you became very aware of.
And I'm asleep still, right?
You are asleep still. You do
Okay.
sleep through the night.
Then.
Jim,
dear.
in the middle of the night, you wake up when you feel something brush.
Is Anarchy or Lythander?
Jim,
Jim.
this is Jim. When you feel something brush past your face.
What the hell is that?
When you open your eyes, you have to wonder how the heck they were remaining closed before, because
Because he has a ducky mask on.
oh yeah,
He opens his eyes. It's dark.
it's dark.
Why can't I see?
Jim takes the ducky mask, puts it on his forehead.
You lift. I'm sorry. Okay. You lift the ducky mask up to your forehead, and your eyes are immediately affronted by the fact that it is bright in the prison.
Huh?
There is a blinding light almost before the light seems to take form in some sort of small wisp that disappears out the east side hole in the wall.
Now, usually, old guys like me aren't supposed to follow the light. Maybe I should wake up the kids. Hey, kids! There's a weird light thing! Get your asses out here!
You shout. You can't see anything because it's everything after the light left is just so dark. Your eyes have to make that huge transition. You do have dark vision, but it's taking your eyes a little bit to adjust to the fact that you're in the dark again. Lythander and I totally almost said the wrong name. Anarchy. Lythander and Anarchy, you are both waking up to this. Lythander, you are waking up on the floor of Jim's cell. So you sit up and Jim is like right up there shouting.
What the hell? Why are you in my cell? Like, if you wanted company, you could have just told me.
Weird.
Yeah, so, there was a weird light thing, went through the hole in that wall.
The hole in the wall?
It was a weird light thing.
Okay. Lythander getting up. I'll go check it out.
No, we should all check it out. Safety in numbers.
Yes, I was feeling so strange.
When you woke up, the feeling suddenly dissipated from you, and it left you in this weird emotional state where you had simultaneously two different feelings that you could feel coursing through your very being. One of which was relief at the fact that you didn't feel what was arguably a painful strain on your soul. And at the same time, as that relief washed over you, somehow your soul misses the feeling. Something about its absence and the fact that it's no longer connected to you is leaving you with this overbearing melancholy. Like when you have to leave your family for summer camp or something, you're like, I really miss them. It's a homesick kind of melancholy.
It feels empty. We should go after that light.
Yeah, probably. It could be dangerous or something. Or it could be something good. Who knows? Hey, maybe it's the goddess who always leaves notes under the pillow.
Lead the way, Jim.
I have my suspicions.
Suspicions.
We should go.
Kip has now poked his head out of the room.
Kip, would you like to come with us?
Hey, Kip, want to join us? We're chasing down a weird light thing that snuck into a weird light creature that snuck into your jail area and
You
woke
should
me
probably go back to bed.
up. What?
A weird light thing?
It's probably like those old spec things that happen with your vision.
No, it's an actual creature. It's a thing. I'm telling you. I don't know. It might be dangerous. Like
It doesn't hurt to check it out.
Where did it go?
it went through the hole in that wall.
He goes, and this is the first time that you've seen this item actually be touched, but I described that there was a short sword that hangs on the wall behind his desk, and he grabs it off of the wall. He doesn't put anything else on. He is in basically his boxers and a tank top as he goes out through the hole in the wall with this short sword.
Hey, wait for us.
I hope it was just my light spell malfunctioning or something, but I doubt it.
What a way for a light spell to malfunction. Your light spell gains
Anarchy's
sentience.
got wishful thinking.
The light spell suddenly gains sentience.
Well, it'd be like that.
It'd be like that sometimes. You go out and you're looking around at the market area for East Side with all of the stands shut down. Nothing is available or out. There's nobody walking around right now. Everything is dark out here, but it's the same place. Everyone make a perception check for me.
Oh.
Oh.
13. Come on, Jim. You're sharp.
Let's see if Jim's sharp still, or if he's gotten a little sleepy. Oh,
Still sharp.
oh, Jim is very, very sharp.
Dirty 20.
He got a dirty 20.
Ah, Jim. Okay, Jim, you are looking around and... Well, Lysander, I should have had you make it with disadvantage anyway because it's dark and nobody's lit a light.
I'm tired.
Kip
too.
also should have made it at disadvantage, but Kip's first roll was so bad anyway. Let's just see if Kip botches roll.
Let's just say.
Oh, it got worse.
Light.
It got worse. So the two humans are kind of blinking, looking around. They haven't said anything yet, but don't worry. Jim, as you're looking around, you can see up towards the north end of the square. It is not currently raining right now. It's kind of misty out. So there is a fog that has settled over the city right now here at night, which is affecting your ability to see. But you can see up towards the northern end where there is some sort of dark figure or something getting paler as it disappears into the fog.
Guys, over there!
Wait, that reminds me. Here, you guys are going to see.
Anyway, Anarchy cast light on her hammer.
Follow me.
All right, Kip is now following you.
Ours is Lysander.
You are the light source.
Woohoo!
Jim is basically running as well as an old fat dude can run to the
Yeah.
figure.
We're trying to catch up.
All right, Jim, you go sprinting ahead.
Yep.
It is easy enough. You start to catch back up to this figure. This figure does not seem to be moving at a pace faster than casually walking. And they are not walking at a normal walking pace. They are walking slowly. As you catch up, it appears to be a young woman. She is in a long nightgown. She has some sort of mask on her face. Her eyes are closed, and she is walking.
Oh, guys, I think it's a sleepwalker.
Wait.
Is it everyone else is catching up with you now?
Oh, are we close?
Yeah, he didn't have to go terribly far. So within a few
And
seconds,
she's
you
wearing
catch
a
up.
mask?
Like a clay-based face mask
Anarchy wants to take
for like exfoliation and stuff.
got it.
Yes, yeah. Hence why he can actually see that her eyes are closed because the mask doesn't go all the way to the eyes.
Got it.
Guys, I seriously think she's sleepwalking. We should probably get her somewhere safe for,
We should.
Everyone make a perception check. The humans, I don't know. There's a light.
4.
Oh my gosh, Jim! 19!
Go, Jim.
Go, Jim! Jim is the
17.
night owl?
17.
I think Jim's just used to looking for sketchy characters in his bar.
Might be. Kip has quickly moved to put a hand on her shoulder to try to gently wake her up with a very calm, Mrs. Arturo, you're sleepwalking, to try and wake her up very calmly. You guys, everyone except Lythander, has realized that around her neck, she has this really, really nice looking hemp necklace with a seashell hanging off the front.
Wait, Kip, be careful!
And the Anarchy runs up to him.
That's the necklace I was talking about.
He takes his hands back off of her just in case.
Okay, we have to do this carefully. That
Lythander
necklace
wants to
very,
quickly
very dangerous.
Jim puts his staff and
Since-
holds his staff with both hands, like he's ready to fight if needed.
Since everybody's
We're not gonna hit her.
since everybody's drawing attention to the necklace, he wants to pull out his dagger, see if he can just carefully just cut the necklace real quick. It's hemp.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Do we notice him do this? Because Anarchy's gonna stop him if he does.
Well, you ran over to Kip to get Kip to stop.
True.
18.
So your attention was a little bit more on Kip right now.
True.
Sure enough, with an 18, you can do that very easily. You actually drag your dagger up. You do see where there's just a tiny, it's just like a little tiny red line for the fact that you have a very sharp dagger, and so the tip of it grazed. So it's like when you get a scratch that doesn't bleed.
Yeah.
Just a little scratch on the back of her neck. And the necklace falls forward down the front of her nightgown.
Like the inside or the outside?
Inside of her nightgown, right between her boobs.
Yay!
I'm not getting that.
Oh dear.
Lythander snickers a little at the thought of getting it himself.
Lythander, you're not getting it either.
Oh.
Kip lets out a breath and gently shakes her again. Mrs. Arturo. Let's see here. And she blinks after a second before screaming, realizing that she is out in...
Stop screaming at us!
She screams again. And
Anarchy dims the light spell, trying to
All right, everyone stop screaming.
Kip is quickly moving to be in her line of sight. Mrs. Arturo, please, you're fine. You're sleepwalking. And her eyes get very large, staring at Kip. Before she yanks her shoulder back to be out of his hands, like, don't touch me!
Hey, excuse me. First of all, we just saved your lives, so you're welcome.
The multiple lives she has.
But
Were you
second-
threatening my life?
No. You were sleepwalking in some dangerous areas and stuff, and that necklace there that just fell off you is it kind of cursed and kind of super dangerous. We were just wondering, where'd you get it? We gotta kind of arrest
What
the guy who's...
necklace? She feels at her neck and
It's
then and she looks down before pulling it out. Oh, now you can see she's kind of shifting her weight a little bit. She's actually barefoot right now, so she doesn't. Her feet don't seem to be too happy with it. Actually, as she's shifting her weight, it does draw attention to the fact that she seems to have cut the bottoms of her feet at some point along her walk. There is just a little bit of blood following behind her.
Your foot's bleeding there.
Yes, I can feel that.
Okay, just...
Ma'am, the officers have been looking for necklaces such as this one. Would we...
She looks at it before looking at Kip. This is mine. I didn't steal it. Nobody accused you of stealing
No,
it,
not at
ma'am.
all.
No. Those things are just, they're just...
Touchy, so to speak.
Yeah,
I found it. It didn't belong to anyone else. Where did you find it?
yeah.
It was on the floor in the marketplace. It was filthy, but it seemed to be in perfect condition. I didn't know if it was going to be worth anything. I took it to Jacques. I asked him about it. He said it seemed very chic and very fashion forward. And since it didn't belong to anyone, I might as well clean it and keep it myself.
Oh, I have to have a word with Jacques.
Probably best we don't, you be careful with your words around him. We just made nice of him.
Everyone make a perception check.
Oh, come on, Jim. A 6
So close.
now?
14.
All right. She looks at the necklace again before looking at Kip. It's just a necklace. Do you typically sleepwalk? What I do at night is none of your concern. She lifts her head a little bit to look down her nose at Kip. She doesn't seem to be responding favorably to the fact that Kip has been asking anything. I've never seen a woman so indignant while in a beauty mask and also a nightgown and bare feet,
Now listen here, you little shit. Is that any way to talk to someone who just saved your ass?
Jim, please, no.
You guys deal with it. And
If you don't mind, I'm going to be returning to my house.
Oh, wait, ma'am.
Mrs. She looks back at you.
Seriously. That necklace you found. I found one myself, and it can hurt someone. I think there might be a poison.
You found one yourself?
I did at one point. It got broken.
She tosses the necklace on the ground. One of a kind, my left butt cheek. I have to have a word with that fashion designer. And she starts walking away from you.
wait, please don't.
It's
don't
okay.
give.
We got the necklace. We can deal with that later.
But what if she attaches us to giving Jock shit? We just worked so hard.
I didn't know.
Hangs his
I'll
head
talk
and lets
to
out a
him.
breath.
I'm sure Jacques didn't know that I had one as well.
Kip, I'm going to follow her home to make sure she gets there safely.
I'm sorry.
Just don't do it in a creepy
please
way.
make sure she knows that Jacques had no idea.
I will try to speak with her about Jacques.
He means well.
And he walks off to go catch up with her, and you can hear in the distance where he says, Mrs. Arturo, let me walk you home, and where she starts at first to say, stay away from me, you filthy... On second thought, carry me.
Oh dear.
Her feet hurt, and she would rather not be walking on them.
Ordinarily, I would help, but I have to deal with this.
Yeah, we have a job to do, don't we?
Okay, we gotta be careful with it.
You're all good. You're not gonna die doing this, all right?
I don't think so. I'm going to pick it up by the hemp.
Okay.
And wait, should I inspect it a little bit closely first? I mean, we were touching it. I mean, it was not on her and it wasn't affecting her. It seems to be when it's around the neck that activates. And it was on Lythander's person, so I should be okay to pick it up by the hemp.
Yeah.
We'll take it back to the jail cell, and we'll deal with it there.
Should we, find a safer place to destroy it? Because, it takes you doing your thing and me doing the burning.
Okay, not in the building, but we should examine this first. Last time, we destroyed it hastily. Well, I did. I'm sorry. It was rash.
Okay, just delay the fun. Let's go.
Lythander, are you still here?
You look around! Lythander's not here!
Oh, Lythander.
Have you ever noticed he seems to run off, once a day?
Lythander is not with you, so what do you want to do?
Well, I'm gonna move the necklace into my priest pack. I'm gonna put it into the elms box as well. That way it's not directly touching me.
Alright.
And that's where Anarchy's gonna keep it for now. And I guess we're gonna go walk back, because typically Lythander finds his way home.
Okay.
Yeah,
you guys head back for the night?
We just expect
we're gonna try to get her sleeping. I have no spells at the moment, and I need that spells to deal whatever this is in the morning.
Yeah, and let's face it, Lythander's kind of like a cat, runs off, but always finds his way home. So,
We're concerned, but we're also tired.
All right. You guys get back. Anarchy, you go to your cell.
I'm also taking the bag off. I'm not sleeping with this thing on.
Well, like, I think it's assumed you're not sleeping with the bag.
I know, but I just wanted to make sure to emphasize I don't want to be wearing that necklace asleep. Nope.
Jim, when you get back in bed, you go to lay down and you stick your hands under your pillow to get nice and comfortable, and you realize there's a note under your pillow.
Do-do-do-do.
Oh, another one of these. Let's see. What's this one say?
It is a folded up note that says, "Thank you for helping to build a bridge for my cleric. Your aid has been most beneficial. Would you give this to her?" When you open up the note, there is the typical gold coin that falls out of it, but there is also a very thin chained necklace that pops out of it. The chain is incredibly thin and delicate looking, and it's a kind of platinum silver that looks almost white in color. It's got some sort of heart charm at the bottom that seems to be made out of crystal.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know if you listen or not, Salune. I see you actually signed it this time. That's cool. Yeah, I'll give it to her in the morning if that's cool with you, you know. I want her to sleep and be healthy. And, I gotta do that too. So, night. Jim goes to sleep, puts his duck mask back on and goes to sleep.
Okay.
So Lysander gets to spend the night doing some petty crime, going into house to house to house.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Is this the only thing that you're looking for?
Yeah, unless he sees something sparkly along the way that really catches his eye. That's the main reason he's going in.
Okay.
Got a job to do.
We're not turning up any luck on the quest that you intentionally set up on, but you do find some very nice at some point when you're going through, because you're already in the jewelry box.
I'm already in the jewelry box.
Rings and necklaces. Now, this is in the first house that you do have a good enough roll to get into.
Okay.
Do you take anything from the first house?
No.
All right. Need another sneak to get for the second house.
Natural 20. Nat 20, the first nat 20 I've had this whole game. Woo!
When you scream so loud that the mic hears you. You get through a couple of more houses. Again, you're not finding anything that you're looking for, but you do find other jewelry.
Anything unmarked? Like, well, I mean, I'm not really looking in their treasure chests. Like, you never know, somebody just throws in some, silver.
There's not really any coinage in their jewelry boxes.
Yeah. Okay.
Oof.
Not taking anything just because I don't have a good fence or anything nearby. I hate for that to come back to me.
Whoops.
Too easy. Jewelry's too well known, especially on East Side, where everybody has to have something unique.
This girl threw out a hemp necklace because she found out there was a second one.
So, not taking any jewelry, just looking for any seashell necklaces.
Make 2 more rolls for me.
That would be a dirty 20, right? No, that's a 21.
Okay.
I know how to do simple math. And then a slightly lower roll of 7. Oh, actually, I'll use my last luck. Why the heck not?
What was the roll before you did luck?
7 plus 5, I don't know.
Okay.
12. 18.
Woo. Okay. The second, that last house that you are going in for the night, it felt a little spotty there at the beginning when you were going through the door. You were trying to jerry rig, figuring out the locks and everything before you went inside. And immediately when you opened the door, this house, what poor design, but like immediately going in, they had a really beautiful vase sitting on a table that you nearly knocked over, but lucky you caught it. Lucky you caught it. And you set it down very quietly. And you close the door again before walking in, and you can hear, before you get further into this house, they have birds.
Time to army crawl.
You're gonna army crawl. Make 1 more roll for me for this house.
9.
So, these birds start squawking and chirping and such as you start trying to crawl
Is there any
through the room.
food next to the bird cages?
You start looking around. These are very large gilded cages that you were saying. You do not see any food that's sitting out in Izzy's head. You can see in their cage where food would go, but you don't know where the food is kept. Probably
Any
out of
clear
sight.
toys?
They have toys that hang up and such in the cages. The birds are now chirping at you and bouncing around and talking to each other. Make a perception check for me.
Oh, yay. 4.
Are you trying to shush the birds?
No, he's not trying to shush the birds.
Okay.
He's trying to hide since he doesn't see anything to help shush the birds.
You're not seeing much. So where do you
No
want to hide? You're in a
closets?
living room area. There is a coat closet in the entryway. You are sitting in a room that has a couch, a table. There's a hutch.
The couch near a wall?
Couch is near a wall.
Behind the couch.
You can dive your way behind that couch. Make an acrobatics check. Let's see how graceful this is.
Woo! 16.
16. You dive your way back behind that couch. Right behind, right behind it before you do end up hearing as a gentleman comes down and walks into the room, flipping the lights on. What a modern thing. Carrying a candle with him and looking around, like looking at the birds, like, shush. What is disturbing you? And he's looking around. He seems like he's expecting that like something
Dirty
is missing
copper or
from the room.
silver under the couch.
Lysander can't manage to keep it together. Just sit. You find 2 silver.
Ooh, silver.
Ooh, silver. The coins they don't care about as much, you know. And he's down and he is shushing the birds for a while before he goes and gets some food and some water, puts it in there. You hear him shuffling with the cages for a bit until eventually you hear what sounds like birds eating and drinking, and then there is silence and he leaves again.
Wait an extra minute in case he has to pee. That tends to happen once people wake up.
That is true.
Yep.
You wait an extra couple minutes and you think the coast is clear.
Kind of shuffle my way back out.
All right, we're back out and in this house. The birds are dead asleep. They're not
Oh my
dead.
god.
They are not dead, but they are like, ow.
He
all of
drugged
them.
them.
Yes, he did.
Oh my god.
Well, you know, you could have just put a
Animal
blanket over the cage.
No,
and then
no.
just go to sleep.
This is East Side. That would be too easy. And it's not a perfect plan.
Gosh. Time to creep on over.
Creep on upstairs to go find jewelry boxes.
Listen to the doors though before you enter them because he might be in the same room as his jewelry box.
You hear as you're listening to one door where he is quietly talking with his wife just because he got up, and so obviously the wife woke up, and so now it's just...
Yeah, he seems like a jerk though, like poisoning his birds to make him go to sleep. Let's say
Time
he's
to be
got a
an
money
assassin
box
now.
or something.
Oh,
I'm gonna
jeez.
steal money.
You're not searching the rest of the house?
Yeah.
Make a percentage check for me.
Percentage.
Actually, no, make it an investigation. We're investigating the house.
No.
6.
You are not finding a money box, unfortunately.
Not
As
even
you-
behind any picture frames.
You are not even behind any picture frames. You've moved portraits, you've hung them back up exactly where you think they are. You found, like, in the drawers for the hutch where the nice silverware is, you found some nice candle holders, things that are on display, you know, that vase and stuff.
Just terrible
nice.
base placement, terrible birds that they draw. They're just terrible.
You're pretty sure some of those bird toys that you saw had real silver and gold filigree on them.
It's not helpful. Leave.
Okay. You leave that house. It's now getting to be early morning. You spent a good couple hours doing this.
Time to go back to the jailhouse and try and sleep away the day.
You go back to the jailhouse, climb back into your cell bed, and go to sleep. The time the next morning comes around when Jim and Anarchy are waking up for the morning to be having breakfast and go about their morning routines, and Lysander is still out.
Huh. Must need the rest.
Well, it was a big night last night, but
I wonder where he goes.
should we? Who knows? Like, he bought paper once. Oh,
He bought you a sleep mask once.
Yep.
oh, by the
We
way,
assume he bought them.
Hang on, we should leave the room. We don't want to wake him.
oh, okay,
We'll go to the kitchen.
yeah. So we go to the kitchen.
Okay.
So, you remember those notes I've been getting from Salune?
Oh yes, for my goddess.
Yeah, here, she sent another one with you may want to read this. He doesn't give her the necklace just yet, so he wants to hold it out for, as like a surprise when she finishes reading it. Let me know when you finish reading it.
It's signed Selene this time.
Yeah, and he uncuffs his hands to reveal the necklace. Ta-da! This is what she wanted me to give you.
Oh my.
Do I notice anything interesting about the necklace in particular?
You're pretty make it a history check.
A history check. Well, my history's not that good. We'll see. Oh, not bad. Okay. 16.
So you do recognize it. You're pretty sure you know that this necklace used to belong to someone very important to you. You're pretty damn sure.
It looks familiar.
Anarchy puts it on.
Thank you.
Hey, don't thank me. It was all Salune, and your goddess seems pretty cool.
I can't believe she gave me this. I wonder what the reason is.
I don't know. She clearly likes you or something, you know. Well, I get why. You're a good kid.
I wish I could remember who owned this.
Lysander wakes up screaming.
Oh.
Lysander!
Anarchy rushes to the room.
There is some crashing before Kip is also out of his room in the back. So, underwear and tank top, and he seems to have, the sword seemed to have made it into his room last night after he left. So like he goes like bursting out of that back room because there was screaming in his sleepwear with a sword.
Lysander, are you alright?
I'm fine.
You were screaming.
I had a bad dream.
What was it about?
You say I don't remember.
You don't remember?
I don't remember.
Are you sure?
Kip is now hanging the sword back up on the wall.
I'm still really tired, so I'm gonna hit the hay again.
Okay, but just be sharp soon.
Here.
You know, today is.
Wait, I want to give you something. You can borrow my sleep mask.
Oh, thank you.
You did give it to me after all.
I know I don't want to use something that I gave you.
Yeah, but you're screaming, and maybe it might
Really,
help.
I have that
Like
dream
that.
a lot.
A lot?
A lot.
Oh.
Kip glancing over the one you don't remember.
That's the one.
Wait,
He goes into the
you don't-
kitchen to start cooking. This ain't none of his business.
So you don't remember a dream that you somehow seem to have a lot.
Yes.
Lysander, do you remember when I said to you, you can talk to me about things? Do
No.
you need to talk about anything?
We're
I'm
here for
good,
you
thanks.
too, you know.
Okay. We'll be here if you need us. Until then, sleep and be ready for the show.
Yeah, the show's not till tonight.
Yeah. Well, that's
So,
why I'm saying
okay.
be ready for it. You know, get well
You have
rested.
to get your beauty sleep.
Yep, I'm gonna get my beauty sleep.
So you should take my face mask. My sleep mask.
All right. He
It's
takes
gonna
the
be
sleep
my head.
mask. Thank you.
You guys know that you are expected to go to the Craven's house up in the north end at about 3 o'clock is when you're expected to be there. The show isn't until 6 o'clock, but Jacques wants everyone to be there early for makeup, for design, for any last minute issues to make sure people are going to be walking the runway just fine. For you guys particularly to be getting some tips on runway walking from one of his top models,
Angelica.
Angelica. Kip gets breakfast ready while Lythander goes back to sleep. You guys get to have breakfast with Kip. The day is yours to do it as you see fit. Lythander's probably going to sleep in for another hour or so here.
Anarchy's drawing the posters because she needs to get on that.
All right. You're making more posters with your day. Jim. Kip is out and about running errands during the day. He leaves to walk the city at some point, properly dressed this time around.
Jim just kind of decides he doesn't really have shit to do, so he's just going to go for a walk on the west side.
All right.
Sidey Firs. Just go for a walk.
You spend your day on the west side. People say hello to you as you pass them on the west side. You are part of that community. They know you at this point. I mean, you're not part of it like the people that live there permanently, but lots of people at the very least recognize your face. They say hi to you. Some of them are willing to chat with you if you as you walk by, if you deign to stop to chat with them, or if you look like, I give a nod, but like I keep walking, then, they don't interrupt you.
Oh, no, he's in the mood for chatting, He's an old guy. You stop him on the street to say hi. He's going to say hi.
Awesome. You have a pleasant...
He likes the West Side people, right?
The West Side people are the friendly people.
Exactly.
At some point on your walk, you do see that Kyle guy.
Uh-oh. Kyle. I better be good. Hi, Kyle.
He looks over at you, blinking before. Oh, good morning.
You know that one night where I got really drunk and, said mean things to you?
His face shifts in a way that clearly says, yes, I know exactly what you're referring to. Before he shifts his weight from one leg to another and shakes his head like, no, I'm not entirely certain.
Yeah, well, either way, if you remember it or not, yeah, sorry, that wasn't cool of me. I'm trying to be a better person. So, yeah.
Well, that's, thank you. I don't remember it, but I can't hold anything against you that I don't remember.
All right, I'll see you around, Kyle.
Now he seems a little confused. He was giving a nod, and the way you've said his name kind of makes his face scrunch up a little bit, but he nods anyway and says that he'll be seeing you around.
Jim continues on his way.
Soft anarchy.
Thank you.
Just in his head, thinking about what a little bitch he thinks Kyle is.
Lythander, by the point that you wake up, what are you doing with your day?
Well, he's gonna check up on Anarchy, see that she's making the posters, and tell her that they only need around 20.
Oh!
So we've got extra paper.
How much do I have done now? I haven't kept track.
You probably have 20. You probably already got call it 20. 27. You got 27 done now.
Okay.
Well then, we can save the rest of the paper for other things. Oh, that reminds me. I need to get you your ink back.
So she's gonna reach back into her little priest pack, and she's got her Amsbach. She knows the necklace is in there as well.
Mm-hmm.
She gives back the ink, and this also reminds Anarchy that Lythander kind of took off last night.
By the way,
did Lythander see the necklace in there at all?
Make a perception check.
Lythander's favorite. 2.
No. Not at all.
By the way, where did you go last night? We were
I needed to stretch my legs.
You came home late, huh?
Yeah, it happens.
We got the necklace. It's in
Good.
It's
You
in
guys
this
gonna
box.
destroy that thing?
I want to examine it a little bit further.
Oh.
Last time we destroyed it hastily.
Oh, okay.
I'm concerned, and I want to try to see if I can understand a little bit more about it, but we can absolutely not wear it around our necks. You were holding on to it for a while, and it didn't seem to be affecting you. And when that necklace fell onto the lady that wasn't around her neck, it wasn't affecting her.
She put it on, because she seemed convinced that it was a one of a kind. So she might have put it on herself.
Yeah, but so did I. And then I felt its effect. it felt its effects.
Right.
So
Okay.
it seems only to activate when people put it around their necks.
Okay. Sure. We'll keep
From
it.
my understanding.
We'll keep an eye on it. Watch if it moves on its own or anything. I'm gonna head out for the day.
Oh, wait. I want to show you one more thing.
Oh, sure.
I know you're not really a fan of this stuff, but look at this necklace.
She's just gonna show you the necklace on her neck.
My goddess sent me this. I know it's not your thing, but
The goddess sent you that?
yeah,
When?
it reminds me of someone. I just can't remember who.
When did your... Is this like something from like
Last
your
night.
old...
It's a different letter. She signed it with her name this time.
She... Lysander looks confused.
Are you okay? This has been occurring for a while.
Yeah, I know that part. And I believe that she signed her name. I believe that part too.
Actually, I think I know exactly whose this was.
Oh,
And I can't think her enough. Well, as for who it belongs to, remember I said not a lot of people give me things, but the person who it belonged to, she would apologize for things too. And I don't remember anyone else apologizing for anything except for her and you. And thank you.
yeah.
She was my sister, actually. Older sister. You might like her.
Can do we know where this note is? Can I see this note?
I think Jim has it?
I'm really happy for you. He ruffles your head a little. He's not like really sure. Tries to fluff your hair, looking bit of.
This is Rock. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You can ruffle. I'm not very.
He gives her a quick hug. There we go. Okay.
Jokes about it.
Very happy for you. I'm really glad that you are sort of in contact with your sister through your goddess. I'm gonna go talk to Jim.
Do you want me to come with you?
No, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you can if you want to. I don't want to disinclude you from coming.
Actually, I think I need to ask Kip a thing.
Oh, okay. Then I'm gonna head out. Stay
Sorry,
safe.
I've asked
I mean,
Kip
not that you have to be safe around Kip, but like
know where Jim
in
is.
general.
Okay.
So Kip is not in the prison right now. You know that Kip is out and about. He was making some rounds, walking the city and stuff. So
Well, this is a problem. I'm gonna call Lysander.
Again, did Jim even say where he was going?
No,
I think all he said was, "I'm gonna walk the west side today."
Lysander, wait up! Kip's
That's
not
all.
here.
Yeah, he's just kind of wandering around there.
Okay, so let's have. I want all three of you to roll a percent for me.
Percent. Okay.
50
Solid.
or 5.
That is a 5.
That is 5.
24.
Let me see. What do I get? 38.
5, 15, and 38.
Yep. All doing
No,
so
I
great.
got
24?
24. Yeah.
24. Okay, you guys do not find him.
Oof.
Oof.
We're all just straining around.
You're all just wandering the city. Give me a sec though. Okay. No.
Lysander will ask around.
Oh, you said asking. Well, people will say that they've seen him. That now you're getting some slightly more pointed goose chases towards, oh, well, we saw him. He was walking that way at some point. Someone says at some point, hey, he was chatting with Kyle. Like.
Do
So
the anarchy
that
ask
can get
around
you.
too?
that can get you guys some good results, and you can actually get yourself onto Jim's trail by about 1:30. You guys are catching up to Jim.
Jim!
Oh,
Hi, Jim.
hey guys.
I heard the goddess left you a note again last night.
Yeah, she did. Man, guys, thank God you showed up. Oh my God, I was just like, I was having a perfect day, but then I ran into Kyle, and don't worry, I didn't say anything to him. I was actually nice. I apologized to him for the other night, but man, he's just such a little bitch. He pisses me off.
He's just a little light in the loafers. Almost guys that...
So you are all vaguely aware that someone that you guys were walking by is kind of looking sideways at you. Their eyes are following you a little bit as you call Kyle a little bitch, while walking the street very casually with other people on about for work and
Yes,
stuff.
please don't call him that.
Oh.
Can I see that note now?
Oh yeah, here.
Xander takes the note and starts looking it over. What the hell?
What do you mean? What the hell? You read the other notes.
Shut up!
This isn't new.
Shut up!
Shut up. That's not cool.
Oh,
I don't mean shut up. I just mean shut up.
is everything all right?
Yeah, that's totally different.
Shut up. That's what I mean it. Shut up.
Okay, well, thanks. Hey, do you guys think anyone wants to play
What the
Uno?
hell? What is going on? What is my life?
Do you want to maybe we should go to Charlie's bar, get some water or something?
Ooh, and play some Uno. I haven't
I'm
played
gonna
in a
head
while.
Maybe I
over
can
to
wait some tables.
handing the note back to Jim. I'm gonna head to East Side the rest of the day, but
East Side? Why would you go there?
reasons.
But it's just so nice here.
Yes,
Look
it
at
is.
these people. These are our people.
Yes, they are.
If I shout it out right now,
you just said you want to go to East Side. You guys are in an open public space.
Yeah.
if I just shout it out right now, who wants to play Uno? These guys are awesome. They'll be like, hell yeah, Uno.
These guys do like games. A couple of them kind of seem to chuckle. You actually recognize one of them as having been at the table with you the previous night that you played.
Hey! I point at him.
Right.
Long time no see, buddy.
Good few days.
Yeah.
You gonna be around to play Uno again tonight?
I got this thing. It's dumb. But, I wish I could.
Oh, sorry, you've got a thing.
Hey, it's cool,
I hate
man.
things.
Same here. Sometime soon, though. Very soon. We're gonna, you, me, Uno. We're gonna have a good time. Couple beers. Be the
Getting
best.
the money back.
In your dreams, buddy. In your dreams.
He goes back to working.
Hey, Jim,
Xander looks like he's mentally having some sort of crisis.
you think you can help me out with something?
Oh, sure. What's up?
Okay, I've been actually trying to save up for something,
Oh, yeah?
and do you know where I can make... Any ideas how I can make some money?
How much money do you need?
No. This is a
I
good.
want to earn it.
This is a good teaching lesson.
A teaching lesson?
Yes.
A teaching lesson?
Yes. Let me teach you a little game.
No, you're
Those
not
are his
teaching her how to
Euro cards.
gamble. You are not teaching her how to, they're trying to get between the two of them.
Oh, come on. This could be
She
such a
just-
good bonding
I was
moment.
thinking I could just wait tables at Charlie's or something.
Oh, yeah, we could probably ask Charlie, or we could, we could see who's got
I
some odd
don't
jobs
think
around here.
Charlie is gonna pay that much. How much do you need?
It's not a lot.
She's probably gonna pay some copper for waiting tables.
Good point.
Hmm.
I really should ask Kip about it. Maybe he
Or
has an extra job.
we could go to Charlie's, see if
No.
Charlie knows what's up around the town. See, hey, Charlie, anyone looking for someone to do a quick odd job? And, maybe you could, deliver some papers or something.
Why don't you tell us how much you're looking to make first?
2 gold.
Okay, no odd job is gonna cover 2 gold.
No.
But an Uno game will.
I don't think they bet that much. That's like some savings. 2 gold pieces on this side?
That's a good point.
There's not a lot of money.
Think
I
anyone
will
will
have to
play
talk to
Uno
Kip.
on the other side?
Look, hey,
I bet he
why
might know a
don't
job that I could do.
Why don't I front you the 2 gold? And if you have the money ever to pay me back, you just pay me back then.
I don't need it quite yet. But if I'm in a pinch, then okay. I guess.
Really, I make money all the time.
Wait, how are you making money?
Yeah,
I know people who need letters written and other things. Like, consider me a,
Wait. Waiting tables doesn't make us enough cash, but writing letters does?
Not many people know how to write.
Speaking of writing, there's a person that's shouldering their way through the crowd a little bit with a rather large box that just kind of blinks. It's like, I'm sorry, running over. You're Lythander, right?
No. Who's asking?
Yes, that's
Who wants to know? Hey, let me ask the question.
Hello?
I have a package for you.
Oh, okay, I guess. I mean, Lythander holds out his hands at you. I mean, you have a package for me. I mean, can Lythander make a sleight of hand to see how fast he can check this package? Make a sleight of hand check.
Lythander's very nervous today.
That would be a 22.
I get a feeling
22? You snatch that package out of his hand. He's like, oh, careful with it. Careful, don't shake it.
Oh.
Have a good day.
You too. Is there something
Can we
alive in
see
it?
who wrote the package?
There is a folded up piece of paper on top.
Okay.
Gently shifting the box.
Who's
it from?
Got some weight to it. It's got some weight to it.
Lythander, who's it
Nothing really
from?
moves too much.
I don't know who it's from. Maybe it's from my secret admirer.
Is it your birthday? And if it's your birthday, should I be whipping out some birthday Uno?
It's not my birthday.
Okay, birthday Uno another day.
I'm 25. Even if I had a birthday, it's not like I'm celebrating it.
Wait, I
That's for
thought you were lying
children.
last time.
What?
I thought you were
What?
lying.
He was lying?
Telling the truth. I was telling the truth. I am
Wait,
25.
Can Anarchy tell he's lying? We should check this properly.
Make an insight check for me.
Let's
Lythander,
see.
make a deception check.
All right, insight check. All right, here we
16.
go. 13.
Should Jim do an insight check too? Because, it's brought to his attention.
You can also make an insight check.
Okay. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be ridiculous, isn't it? Definitely not, considering it's
So you got 8.
8.
I got 13.
Happy, sorry. Wow, my brain is you guys do not, you seem pretty convinced that, it doesn't seem like he's lying. He seems
I'm
like
25.
he's telling the truth-ish.
You look awful young for 25.
Oh, I use anti-aging cream.
well, I guess
A couple of the guys are kind of staring at you funny now.
I look hideous.
Okay,
You hear
I
that
don't
in
have
my
a
voice?
very good judge of human aging anyway.
yeah, who cares?
Shifting the box into his one arm and trying to slyly open the letters because other people want to know what it says.
It says, "Happy late birthday." You
Hey,
almost
mind your own
bard.
eyes.
It says, "Happy missed birthday, you almost terrible bard," and it's got a whole bunch of signatures on it, including Charlie and Frankie's. Very large in the middle at the bottom.
We got you a present! It was your birthday! Happy
Yeah!
birthday!
Come on, we gotta do
Anarchy gives a
something.
big hug.
You have heard they're unable to keep this letter secret from anyone.
Lythander
It's
tries
like
to open it right in front of his face. Everyone else slams down the paper. Yay!
Yay! Birthday!
We should throw a party! I've never been to a birthday party, but I've heard about them.
I haven't had a birthday party since I was 16.
Hey,
We should throw one! That's been too
adults
long, right?
have birthday parties too, buddy. You gotta do something.
Okay, but we have things to do tonight. Another night.
Fashion
Okay.
show tonight, birthday party tomorrow. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Opening the box excitedly.
The box has a cake in it. It has a cake.
Got it. We have to celebrate
It's
you!
not like fancy.
It doesn't smell like fish.
It's not fancy. It looks like it it was iced with the back of a spoon, so you can see the ridges in it. But it looks.
Okay, guys, come on. We're going home and we're
Chocolate.
eating cake.
Yay!
Oh yeah, cake.
Should we share with people? It's pretty big.
Yeah.
It's about I would call it a 9-inch cake tin size, and it looks to be about probably 3 or 4 layers, you would guess.
I heard cake's really nice to eat. Can you describe what it tastes like when you have it?
It's soft and squishy, but then the icing has a smooth texture.
Okay, but what does it feel like to taste it?
That's what
Like,
it feels
what kind of emotions come through?
It's like there's like a cloud of happiness in your mouth.
It's that good?
Oh, it's great. Cake's
Not that good.
I love cake. To be fair, like, I really love cake.
You're gonna make her sad.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know.
It's okay.
But, yeah, Lythander, any friends you want invited to enjoy this? Like, you want to invite Kip, Charlie, Frank?
Why don't we just have a first come, first serve, and we'll save a piece of cake for Kip.
Okay.
Okay.
Walking into the bar.
Can we just not invite, you know, who? A certain little bitch?
Why do you hate him?
Lythander sets
You
the cake
go in.
down on the bar. He opens it up. He looks at Charlie. Would 5 gold be enough to buy everybody drinks for the day, or?
You want to buy everyone drinks for the day?
I got a cake.
Did ya?
I did.
Huh. Yeah, that'll do it.
Here you go.
Takes the gold and glances at the 3 of you. What do you guys want?
Whatever goes good with cake.
They go in the back and come out, but not the same huge slimy tankards as before. They come out with normal sized cups, a lot more along the lines of what Kip was drinking previously, and sets down a few of those cups for you guys. And also sets down a few plates and a large knife. Don't stab anyone.
Lythander, who's already pulling out a dagger to cut the cake, puts the dagger away, takes the knife. Okay.
Hey, Charlie, you having a piece?
It's open for everyone.
Never turn down free cake. Charlie will have a piece of cake with you guys.
I think
Anarchy's just kind of like a slice of cake just to poke it so she can feel the texture.
Aww.
It is a very moist cake, and it definitely has layers. There seem to be banana slices between the layers, so it's chocolate and banana.
Oh.
Well, this isn't the soft I was
Oh, yeah.
expecting. This is more moist.
Anarchy a little bit disappointed, hoping it was fluffy.
It's not a fluffy soft.
No, that'd be more sponge cakey.
You know, cakes
Angel
do vary in texture, but, you know, they're all great and all delicious and all make people like me happy.
It
Jim
is
shoves
actually
a little forkful in his mouth.
It is actually a pretty good cake. It's pretty solid. People
Yeah.
are in and out of the tavern and stuff for their work days as they stop for later lunches at this point, and you can find enough people to pawn off cake to until the cake is gone.
Save
Well,
one slice for
can I
Kip.
just be like,
Oh, okay.
can Jim just be like showing Anarchy not how to gamble with Uno, but just how to play the game for fun?
Sure, you guys can play Uno.
Not without pointed stares from Lythander.
Anarchy's just like excited to learn a new game.
Yeah, it's just all fun.
She's never played Uno. That's for sure.
Lythander's eyes narrow. Let me deal you guys in.
Hey, sure thing. You playing?
Sure.
Do you guys invite people who have cake with you to play to make it a bigger game, or is it just the 3 of you?
Yeah, of course.
You guys can get a decent game
Lythander
going.
wants to sleight of hand to rig the deck, Anarchy.
That's what I thought you were gonna do first. Then
Wait, we're not gambling with money. We're just playing.
No,
Dirty
just-
20.
Dirty 20.
It's not a
Seems
gambling
to have
game.
said anything.
Good.
So, you know, you're pretty sure you got her some good wilds and stuff, because it's really the only way to do that. Otherwise, like, I mean, you don't know what cards she's gonna need.
How
Yeah.
do I nearly get all the wild cards?
Well, some
My
people
hand's just only wild cards.
you know, beginner's luck, I guess. Also, you're not supposed to tell people your cards.
Oh, my bad.
Also,
Yeah,
remember to say Uno.
Right.
yeah, Uno if you have one left.
One left.
Otherwise, people can call you out and you have to pick up 7 cards.
You know, in my language, I would say Enna.
Anna.
Anya, you got it.
No.
You
Enna.
guys
Anya.
You guys spend the
Sure.
rest of the afternoon playing card games, enjoying cake, and having a mini little birthday celebration here, you guess. I mean, games and cake.
Anarchy's winning.
Anarchy is winning.
So just for this joke.
Uno!
Anya! But not for me.
Oh, man, I still have 2 cards.
You still had 2 cards the first game. By the third game, somehow you never seemed to get any wilds in your deals and everything. Somehow it was always the most unlucky situation. And you don't know how, but Lythander seemed to always be passing you what you didn't need. Not that he would ever look at your hand and cheat.
But the little thief would.
Nice.
You know.
It's a good thing we're not playing for money. Otherwise, I would be losing a lot of it.
But Anarchy would be cleaning house.
Is it so bad to lose to Anarchy?
I would give it back.
Aw, that's nice. I'd let you keep it.
No, it'd be way too much.
At 2:45ish, I think we'll all head out because at 3 o'clock
Yeah.
we need to be over at the Cravens. Lythander will put down the cake for the slice that they saved for Kip on the dining room table.
Who would have guessed I would have been so good at Anna?
I know. You got so lucky.
Anya?
Cards today.
Anna.
Enema.
Anna.
Anyway.
Okay.
To the Craven house. Woo! Woo! You guys go and get up there. By the time you get up there, Jacques is already there. There are people coming in and out of the rather large building through a hole in the side of the building. Admittedly, the side of this building. But in the back where they go is a very nice area. It seems like you guys are going back into a rather large showroom. You are shown back there right away, and then into the back where the outfits are all hung up, so that way Jacques can get you guys your outfits, identify a couple of rooms that are designated. One is the girls' changing room, one is the boys' changing room. There are other models that are already there. People are fussing with makeup. People are in and out of the larger showroom getting a stage set up. There are nice tables with beautiful cloth. There are beautiful tablecloths and the like being set up for a very, very fancy meal that you can see already being set up. But you guys are brought into the back where you're given your outfits. You're given the opportunity to change. As soon as you guys are changed, you are being given walking instructions first. You seem to be at the end of the makeup line in Jacques' organization because he wanted you guys to have time to practice walking without makeup or anything, just in case you start like tripping or falling or something snags, because he figured you guys might need, the extra time before you get the makeup and stuff. So you get a lot of pointers from Angelica. She begins teaching you how to walk, the kinds of faces that you should make. She has each of you say the word apple at some point and tells you to freeze your face at the end of the word and tells you that is your model face.
I can't change my face.
Apple! Am I doing it?
My eyes move. Would you like them
and
open, shut, curve slightly?
tilts her head a little before just beginning to describe how you should like half lid your eyes a little bit and like how you should arrange your eyebrows to describe, basically a very sultry look.
Okay. I can't move my eyebrows either. Just slits. To let light out.
This.
Well,
I'm sure there's some fake eyebrows around here. We could mess around with if you want.
The eyelids are fine. That's how I
Okay.
express emotion anyways.
all right. The rest of you get a lot more pointed details about your face, what you should be doing, the ways that you should be
Lysander lets
walking.
Angelica know that this whole time he's picturing his muse, which is Kip, so he's gonna be pretending to stare at Kip the whole time, and he makes these
Do
sultry
you
faces.
actually say that
Yes.
you think about Kip?
Here comes the
No,
smolder.
the guy that he likes.
I was gonna say, you bring up Kip's name, you're gonna be getting a reaction.
The guy he likes.
The guy he like.
His muse. He's thinking of his muse.
Ah. And so we all think of him as someone that we want to be impressing. I consider giving some patronize.
A muse. What exactly is a muse?
Someone that inspires your creative spirit.
Oh. I had someone like that once.
Present or
That's
not,
kinda
if you
still
picture them,
inspire
it can
me.
often inspire you. So if that makes you walk sexier down the catwalk, then walk a little sexier.
You're
This
asking
woman-
a 300-year-old man to walk sexy?
How old are you?
He's old and gone senile.
Oh
Every
my
time he says it, he
Look
adds.
at your ears.
Okay, this is a show and tell time.
Well, I'm a half elf.
Okay, this is a show and
You're
tell.
only half elf? Obviously on
Yes.
top.
Well, I don't think that's how genetics work, but okay, we'll go with that.
Makes so much sense. I was from the waist up, my mother's child, and from the top, or from the bottom, or from the mid down, my
Cat
father.
dog.
Oh boy.
No,
She
genetic
seems-
works.
She seems very confused right now before she stops making a face and kind of takes her fingers and massages her cheeks a little bit and then her forehead. Do not make excessive faces. It gives you wrinkles. It's too late for some of you.
Yeah. No shit.
I don't think I have any wrinkles.
Julian will take you in the back for all of your makeup needs.
Okay.
My dad would kill me if he saw me wearing this.
Makeup? Or just that face in general?
My dad
outfit.
would lecture me about how they test this crap on animals.
I think
So
you
I
look
say,
nice.
let's do it.
I've never felt so sexual before in my life.
Ew.
It's fashion.
Is there something wrong with looking like a sex object? It's fashion.
Angelica walks you into the back where she introduces you to Julien, who sits you guys down, starts working on your makeup with his own team back there. There is one person that's...
Like, Thander keeps itching at his face.
You keep getting your hand slapped.
Ow.
And they tell you to stop touching your face. Stop! They have someone designated specifically to you, Anarchy, to be painting your face, giving you essentially the look of makeup and essentially the look of dyed hair from the bottom up, so that way it shifts from a navy blue up to your quartz and looks like you have eyeshadow and lipstick. So they're doing a lot to really make you look gorgeous. A lot of what they're doing with Jim is covering up liver spots.
Well,
You know. That's how it goes. But they are makeuping Jim, but they are giving Jim a more natural kind of look with his makeup for the most part, just kind of trying to do corrective work with it.
just making sure, guys. This is animal tested, right?
You're horrible.
I did not ask before buying it.
So chances are it's animal tested?
Are you an animal?
No. I just I'm really passionate about my makeup being animal tested.
Is Jacques in the room, perchance?
Jacques is not currently in the makeup room.
You know, it's fine if it's not, but like,
I
you
don't know. So
I'll just be really personally happy if it's animal tested, as long as it wasn't tested on ducks.
then it's animal tested. But not on
hell
ducks.
Yeah.
They keep going. Lythander, your makeup is being done to be quite edgy with thick black eyeliner and eyeshadow.
Kill me. Fuck my dad. And girls would kill me.
Also,
You've
just
got
so you all
some
know,
black
we
streaks
do not
in your
condone
bangs.
animal testing.
You're getting some black streaks into your hair. After the makeup is done, you're all being taken for jewelry, which you are explained is jewelry on loaner. They know which jewelry that you have, so yes, they will know if like something disappears.
But what if he takes
Lythander, no pocketing it.
What do you mean pocketing it?
And for like
Who did he say that to?
you,
Why would I pocket it? Lythander gives you a really harsh look.
Seriously, why would you think that?
Keep in
Yeah.
mind,
Giving
Anarchy
him a
has
heart.
not spot this once.
Anarchy, they dangle some little stars off the bottom of your hair. Lythander, they use clip-on earrings. You have on your left ear a dangling star, only on the one ear though. They do give you also, whereas Anarchy gets a small, very dainty-looking ring which has some nice diamonds set into it. Lythander, you get some larger jewelry, like a ring that has a very large skull on it and stuff. You know, some really going for some darker edges with you.
An assassin.
And Jim.
Oh, no.
This is odd.
They actually pin a duck to your shoulder. No, not a real duck.
No ducks are hurt in the making of this podcast.
No.
A little rubber duck to your shoulder. You are given a couple of rings to wear, which have very large yellow poof balls on them. They really are going for this big yellow fluffy thing with you.
This is beautiful.
I'm so edgy! You hear from a
You
different
think so?
room.
Yeah, what else is new?
I'm not used to this. It's like I was not exactly designed for such luxuries. It's strange to look at.
Edgy!
After you guys are dressed and makeup and beautiful, they spritz you with some stuff from bottles that smells very strong. You are brought into a room with a bunch of other very beautiful looking individuals who are wearing various outfits, including the peacock dress is currently in there.
You
Hey,
allergic
it's
to
that
any
dress from the
fabrics, old
store
man?
when we burnt it.
It's the fluffy peacock dress.
Yeah, that one.
Do you have
Oh, is
anything
Jacques
that
in the room?
looks stealable on her person?
Jacques is not in this room yet, but he will be in the room in a couple of minutes.
Yay!
Stealable on what person?
The peacock lady.
She has lots of jewelry.
Right, but like anything that was easy enough to like just pluck.
Well, the feathers that are on her rump seem to have jewels stuck into the top of them of some kind.
Oh,
I
no.
think I could
The
steal.
feathers are very
That's
large
awkward.
peacock-sized feathers.
All right,
But
Not
the rest of it is
today.
currently like on her fingers.
not today.
And she has properly pierced ears, but there is stuff there. All right. Within about 10 minutes, Jacques comes in and claps his hands a couple times to get the attention of the room, to begin talking to the room about the fact that they are going to be getting ready to go on in half an hour, telling them not to be consuming any liquids. There are going to be no bathroom breaks. Make sure that everybody is ready. They all look gorgeous. They're all his beautiful pieces of art. And in this moment, he could not be more proud of any of you. He's
Hey.
truly outdone himself
Oh wait,
today.
I have a question. Jacques, we need to go over one more thing.
Ugh.
Sorry. It's something very minor, but remember you said you wanted that light on perhaps the dress?
Yes, you,
just
my
look so
petite
colored.
gem. He steps down from the elevated place where he was standing, and as people are looking over, he's like, "Go, mind your own business. I have work to do." And the models slowly, they get weird looks on their faces, but they go back to conversing among each other as he saunters his way over to you. He is dressed to the nines. Jacques has. His hair is slicked back, and he has a very large, very, very black hat on that matches his sunglasses. The tails of his suit are closer to looking like a train than anything. They don't just go down his thighs. Like they are very long tails that almost drag on the ground. He is wearing heels. that
You look
click as he
marvelous
walks.
this evening.
Thank you, I know.
Lythander leans over to Jim and whispers,
These eyelashes aren't real on my face.
Oh yeah, you all
Yeah,
have
it was-
fake. Jim and Anarchy both have fake eyelashes. Anarchy's yours have little bulbs at the end of them, little stars at the end of them.
Aw, cute.
Lythander, you have also like little like black circles painted under your eyes. Your makeup is done in very interesting ways.
So yeah, what kind of lighting would you like on the dress? We can do, what color would be best? It can match my own, like the bright cyan color.
I'm thinking a pale blue would be the best color because
Pale
it
blue.
brings up the fact that you get the blues in there, but it should stay close to the white, close to the dazzling, because we want the brightness of the stars to be emphasized here.
Okay, we should test it really quick. That way we can see if it's too bright or needs to be dimmed, okay?
Maybe he puts a hand on your back to walk you out of the room, so that way he can see what it is that you're planning on doing without anybody's prying eyes. And he can start to direct where he thinks he would like the light to go. He wants the focal points, as he's describing it, to he wants the dress itself to kind of glow a little bit, almost like it's not like glow like in a mist that sits around it, but like in a way that kind of shines out from it a little bit. And he wants there to be a focal point on the tiara as well.
I can only make one object glow. That's the tricky bit.
It's a dress.
Okay. Okay, so don't freak out. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay, so Anarchy kind of taps her dress and makes it glow a soft blue.
Something close to this?
You tilt his head a little. Can it be a little more white?
Yes, I can do that.
She adjusts the color a little bit.
Like this?
Excellent. This is beautiful. This will work.
As you
three
say magnifique?
say magnifique. Wait.
Hey!
I'm having the three of you close out my show, so you will have the back room to prepare and make your dress glow again before you go down the aisle. Nobody will be in the room with you watching or anything, so.
Sounds good.
Lythander's out with Jim, like trying to teach Jim how to shake his butt.
So you call this twerking?
Yeah!
Oh, God.
It gets all the ladies, trust me.
Just wants to animate Lythander's back and not twerking, but just take his butt and just physically drag the butt up and down.
Oh my gosh! No! So, Lythander, get this. I have this really cool idea for entering
What?
the stage, right?
Okay.
So, I was thinking, I use fog cloud to act like a smoke machine, right?
Sure. You get
And then
some
I-
fog.
Then I use jump to jump like high in the air and like jump onto the stage and then just like
Sure,
strut
you
my
jump
stuff
onto the
down.
stage.
Huh?
Sure, you jump onto the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it, dude.
You think it'll be cool?
Yeah, just make sure you know how to stick the landing.
Oh, I'm pretty good at sticking the landing. You know,
Do you want some advice?
Sure, why not? Why not?
Okay, so you don't want to lock your knees. Expect there to be some bounce that's gonna happen, which means that you're gonna jiggle a little.
I jiggle a lot, but yeah.
And because you're so front heavy, you need to be more ready to lean backwards than forwards.
Okay.
Okay, I think you can do it.
Speaking
Yeah.
of the fog machine idea, once Jacques is coming back out from talking with Anarchy, he does come over to you and puts a hand on your shoulder to, turn your shoulder this way you're not talking into the room, but more facing a wall a little bit, so that he can ask you, you mentioned fog to me when we were first taking your measurements?
Yes.
Do you think that you
yeah.
can have some fog pouring out from behind the curtains and around the sides of the catwalk? I don't want the catwalk to be terribly overcast, but if it could sit low to the ground and spread through the room out there? Can
I'll
you
see
do
what
that?
That's usually how fog works, I think. So, yeah, I'll see what I can do there.
Lythander's now flapping like a bat next to Anarchy since he's got all the extra fabric.
Anarchy's just kind of laughing at him.
Oh, gosh.
Lythander, what?
And also, she's
A bat!
the
What are
light
you
off of her dress right now because she wants to save it for the show.
Jim is actually
Good plan.
cracked and is laughing too.
I'm a bat! I don't think that's the sound bats make.
I've been a bat
Yeah,
before,
that's
trust me.
definitely not what they sound like.
Lemur goes squeak!
Yep.
Squawk, squawk!
No, they're more like
I think we have a show!
I just want this clip to be its own thing. Jacques shakes his head slightly as he leaves, and within a few minutes, you can hear him out on this stage beginning to talk and to do an introduction of the fashion show, introduce himself as the artiste of the night, And he takes some time to particularly thank the Cravens for being willing to host this fashion show, that he hopes that this fashion show gives a very invigorating and a very thorough look at the inspiration that he has had over the last months for what everybody can be looking forward to as they choose their outfits for the upcoming anniversary. And with that, the music gets a little bit louder, and you see models are now walking out. There's an individual in the back that's giving people cues and getting people lined up, so that way everybody can be taking their time to be going out on cue. And you guys are being told when it's going to be your turn.
Just remember, Jim, knees bent a little for the landing, and don't lean forward too much.
So knees bent, lean back.
Not too far. You don't want to like throw yourself back, but lean back a little. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm not doing a backflip here. I'm just jumping.
Ducky, you're on.
Good
Wait,
luck.
I'm on?
Yes, you're up.
Okay.
Pushing Jim.
I cast fog, and then jump on myself.
Okay.
So
So you cast fog, and then you cast jumps that you can jump up. Give me a performance check. Well, give me an acrobatics check first, then performance.
okay, here we go.
Can you make acrobatics an advantage?
I'll give you advantage since you've had some coaching for this.
Okay, cool, good. Because that first roll was a 1.
Oh dear.
And there goes Jim face planting onto the runway.
Oh, 19!
Oh, thank God! Somewhere in the air, you kind of realize that like your ankle felt a little weird from that jump, but you stick that landing. You're like, oh man, that felt like it was gonna be bad for a second there, but whoo! You stick that landing. Now give me a performance check.
Thank goodness for Lythander and his coaching.
Thank goodness.
9.
And you are strutting to the best of your ability down this runway, making your apple face, I assume, and
Is apple face like kind of a weird derpy smile?
as you walk your way all happy down this catwalk, there's
It kind
some...
of matches the ducky aesthetic.
It does match the ducky aesthetic. It is playing very well. Jack, make a perception check at disadvantage for me.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Roll 1.
Oh, pretty
roll
good,
1 was
but
a 20.
disadvantage,
Come
though.
on.
Oh.
Don't you hate it when
Roll
that
1
happens?
was a nat 20. Oh, this is so sad.
Let him walk off the catwalk.
Oh, roll 2 is still good though. It's still a 16, so.
All right, you as you're walking, you get to the end to do your turnaround. You notice that in the table at the front, it must be the Craven table because it is a nice table. There are lots of tables out here. There's a lot of faces that are all dressed in very different ways, but certainly high-end fashion. This isn't just the fashion that people were walking around East Craven wearing previously. These are like, everybody has like headdresses, lots of makeup. People are dressed to the nines for this event, it certainly seems. And the front table is decorated the prettiest. It has a fairly large amount of people that are sitting at it, and one of the young men that's sitting a little bit towards the left that you catch as you are turning is just he's sitting up a little bit straighter very suddenly as you are turning. You're not exactly sure why because you're moving very quickly, but you do notice the movement because it is a very sudden movement from him before you are walking back down the runway.
All Jim is thinking is, that better not be Kyle, damn it.
Hey, how would it be Kyle? The individual's ushering Lythander next.
Oh,
Wait,
alrighty.
Wait, Lythander! What? Do you want to kick some butt?
Sure.
Okay. I give you the blessing of the goddess. Good luck!
Wow,
Okay.
you didn't give me that?
I forgot! But now you get a D4 life and Lythander for your
Alrighty. Lythander wants he wants an air of mystery about his strut. He definitely wants to look like he's up to no good, but like in the sexy way.
Okay.
What am I rolling for?
Are you trying to do anything fancy getting up onto the stage, or are you trying
Well,
to
he's gonna try and do like cause like the fog is low, so kind of a roll out onto the stage, but hopefully nobody sees him until he pops up.
acrobatics and then performance?
Alrighty. Let's see, I'm gonna use my first block since I got that. Yeah, okay. So acrobatics would be a 16 plus 7 plus 4,
27.
27.
Okay.
Then performance?
Yes, and then performance.
15.
You roll your way up there. It is very smooth. It's very quiet. You don't even make any noise when you hit the runway before you are up on your feet. And you do hear some gasps from people that didn't see you walk out. You seem to have gathered the crowd's interest as you are now strutting your way down, looking fine. You are looking so fine, Lythander.
Once he gets to the platform, he kind of wants to like do something more towards the audience. I'm not sure how to describe it, but like not quite like to scare the audience, but like where you kind of walk closer and like you have that kind of like I might come down and reach for you, but I'm not going to.
All right, make another performance check for me.
I'm gonna use a luck.
Okay.
Boop. 19.
D4 yet?
Yes, he did the first
You
time.
used it on the acrobatics coming out.
He got a 4.
Plus 7, plus 4. Obviously, Selene wanted you to do very well. You lean forward. Make a perception check for me.
Lythander's favorite. 8.
You lean forward as you are doing this move, and you can generally tell that this table in the front must be the Cravens. They have the position of honor, and they are definitely dressed the nicest. It's about all that you've generally gathered, though. But you do notice where one of the young ladies kind of sits back a little bit and blinks, and her eyes are like fixed with your eyes as you, whether you're looking at her, you have the awareness where she is watching you as you do this.
Oh my.
Before you are back up and turning to leave. And you walk your way back off. And it is your turn, Anarchy.
So first of all, she casts light on her dress before going out, about the same tint that Jock and her had agreed upon.
Okay.
And before she goes out, she casts a guidance on herself because she's quite nervous. Her goal here is to look as elegantly as possible and to make sure people are fixated on the light of the dress.
All right.
Ancestors, hear my plea. Help me, please not make a fool of me.
I had to do it.
So, are you doing anything like fancy acrobatically getting up, or are you just trying to look smooth and graceful?
She's just
Okay.
gonna look smooth and graceful, nice and slow. Let them take in like a kind
Give
of
me a performance check.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Any chance there's advantage with this?
I will give you advantage on the performance check only because you didn't try to do anything fancy at the beginning.
Thanks.
Oh.
You're keeping it simple.
Okay, that's better.
That's a lot better than the 1.
Oh my gosh, that would have been so bad. So it's 13. I appreciate that.
You are up and you are walking. You are doing your best to walk as gracefully as you can. You find, just because you are not used to wearing heels and the like, that it is a little bit weird. And when you go out there, your brain is kind of focusing on the fact that you're used to being able to see in the dark, but you can't see very far out into the crowd because you have bright lights that are shining directly on you that inhibit your ability to adjust to be seeing out in the dark that's beyond it. So it's that real stage kind of ambiance, and you can't really gauge from other people how they fully perceive everything that you're doing because this is all so very new. It's very sensually overwhelming in terms of like what you're trying to take in visually and audially and such. But you are focusing on keep breathing easy, keeping your eyelids in the way that Angelica told you to keep them, and to make it all look graceful. You can tell your dress is shining. It's shining really nice, actually. It's the tinsel at different points as you are walking. As it shifts, it catches the light differently and will reflect like little tiny beams very briefly, so it emphasizes the shininess of the dress. And as you are getting towards the end of the runway and you are doing your turn, you do hear that there are some murmurs out in the crowd. People seem to be responding positively from what you can tell.
Goodness.
You were awesome out there, Anarchy. High five.
Thank you.
She has back.
And after that, the individual
Thank you,
is
guys. Thank you, Saluni.
She accepts it this time.
the individual escorts you out through a side area into another room where the models are, as you can hear Jacques wrapping up the fashion show, thanking people for their time, saying that the models will be around for them to mingle with and the like, and that he will be here for the rest of the night and to enjoy dinner. And at that point, you guys are being led out into this very large banquet hall as the lights are shifting. It's staying dim, but they're lighting more lights around the outside of the room to give more ambiance and general light to the room, so that way everybody can come out and see properly, and food is being brought up to these different tables, and there is a very long table that you guys are being led to that you are able to sit and eat at. Some of the royals, I say royals, I mean they're just noble, high-class people, are getting up and walking around a little bit, chatting with each other. There seems to be a general expectation that some conversing is allowed to happen here. There is music that is striking up quietly in the background now, so different music than the previous fashion show music.
It's not Spice Girls.
It's not Spice Girls.
It's amazing.
It's all right.
I don't think I've been to something so lively before.
I've been to lively things before. I've been to lots of parties. Ankarosh used to take me all the time.
Oh, who's Ankaros?
An old friend of mine. He's the same friend I told you about before.
Oh, that's right.
Yep, he's the guy I write to. He used to take me to parties all the time. We had a lot of fun at the parties.
Sounds like fun.
You can hear where other models are now beginning to chat with each other as you are looking out and about. It is a very full room. And everyone make a perception check for me.
Oof.
13.
That's not bad.
Regina. I gotta do mine now.
It's 10. Oh.
13. Sorry. 13 for Jim.
Hey!
Alright, you guys don't really notice much beyond the food and the stuff that I've been describing. It is pretty shortly after, though, that suddenly you didn't really see him approaching because people are up and about walking around. The models, you can hear them talking amongst each other, like they're either critiquing each other, saying, oh, well, I could have done this better. One of them mentions feeling kind of bloaty today, and someone's like, I don't think bloaty's a word, but she says, no, I'm fairly certain bloaty's a word.
B-I-C-T-H.
Some other nobles are over at the table already talking to various models, asking questions about the outfits, and they seem to be answering questions about them. And suddenly a young man seems to make his way through the crowd over to you guys, particularly over to you, Anarchy. He walks with a lot of dignity and importance. Now, let me see. We'll call it a history check.
Okay.
13.
That's history I can even do.
13.
Hey!
Oh,
Hey.
let's see.
Look,
Oh, not good. But might be accurate for
look,
Anarchy, but it's a
Kitty,
3.
we got the lucky numbers
No.
of our birth dates.
I know, right?
Jim and Lythander, you do recognize him as the individual who came out to help dissuade the fight the other day that happened on the east side. And he is dressed very nicely. He similarly has these circles that are painted under his eyes for emphasis. He has piercings. He carries a rapier with very nice filigree at his side.
Ooh.
And he has
Lythander?
a nice velvet cape on.
I think I'm just gonna give an upturned nod to him and go, hey.
Hello, sir.
Gives a
Oh.
nod to you.
Oh, hey, I saw you the
evening.
other day after I made that speech.
Oh, thank you so much for that.
Yeah,
Good to see you again.
thanks for helping.
Yes, I seem to recall that you were there. The speech was lacking.
Well, I'm not the best at that stuff. Typically Lythander's in charge of speeches and talking about friendship and family.
How many?
But apparently you're a runway model, so I suppose there's a career of some sort there.
I want to say he eyes you during that moment. Or eyeing you didn't come through the podcast.
Yeah, the eyes shifts to take you in. Clearly he's being a little bit sarcastic. He doesn't seem to think that you belonged in the runway, but he doesn't say it. Before he extends a hand to Anarchy. My name is Xavier Craven.
A pleasure to meet you.
You shake his
takes
hand?
Yes.
He
With
shakes
a light grip. She's trying to be very gentle.
Good. He seems like he's built very thin in terms of his frame. His nose is incredibly narrow and pointed. He's got some decently high cheekbones. And that's about what you've got from him right now. But he gives a nod. He does not smile when he does so. It's very nice to meet you. I'm most intrigued by your outfit.
Oh, it's an honor, sir.
Did you happen to speak with Jacques much about its inspiration? He kind of glances down the table at some of the other models before glancing up the table the other direction.
I think a little bit. He wanted it, in a sense, something that even the stars would worship.
Well, that certainly sounds like something Jacques would say.
It's based on her goddess.
Her goddess.
Selune.
I'm unfamiliar
Hey, you
with
said it
this.
right.
Shh. I'm unfamiliar
I don't know what
with
you're
this
talking
goddess.
about.
I could teach you about her if you're interested.
I would love to hear some more about this goddess, actually.
Lysander leans back in his chair, all in a day's work, knowing just when to talk about magic.
Oh boy.
So, she's very kind. Typically, her symbol is 7 stars. Sometimes there's an eyes looking through the stars as well. And of course, moon symbols as well. It's a goddess who... She guides wandering travelers a lot, or so I'm told. But I've also been taught she wants to purify? I'm not sure how accurate it is. To be honest, I've been taught several different teachings of Selune. But from what I can understand...
And Anarchy just kind of... I don't know, is she still wearing the heart necklace by chance?
I think if you said that you wanted to wear it, they would have found it in theme and would have been okay with you wearing it.
Alright, is it alright if I'm wearing it? Just for the art of the scene, so to speak?
Yeah, sure.
I think she's rather kind.
He
As she touches the necklace.
gives a nod after a second. And how long have you studied this deity?
My whole life, sir.
All 3 of you study her?
Oh no, not me. I study the beautiful religion of capitalism.
I was unaware that people started worshiping capitalism.
Well, most people don't, but
He's been teaching me that one as well.
yeah, I do.
He kind of snickers a little before he quickly clears his face a little bit more.
You know, I'm pretty good at it.
Obviously, the Selune individual was important enough that you all tied your outfits together, though. I mean, you all have stars. You all have the same colored fabrics. It's unusual to see a grouped outfit.
Jacques does prefer synergy.
Yeah, and we're kind of like a package deal, you know? We're like I don't know, you ever get like a 3-for-1 sale at like a market?
No.
The goddess is very important. to all
Well,
of us.
typically at a 3-for-1, when you get a 3-for-1 deal, you know, you're getting like 1 good product and 2 like crappy ones. You know?
Oh, the point is...
In this case, you're getting 2 good products and me.
Well, that's... At least you have a degree of self-awareness.
No, he's just being modest. There's a lot to say about his personality that isn't being shown right now.
There's a woman now that is walking over. Her hair is done up in a lot of curls. It has various flowers pinned into it. Her face is painted in a way that her face is actually white and her eyeshadow is done in colors that form this ombre going out that match the colors of the flowers in her hair, which is a very lavender color. She walks over, she has a fan in front of her, and she's just, Xavier. Xavier glances at her. Mother, what are you doing over here? I'm speaking with the models. And she puts a hand on his back to move him just a couple of feet so that way you guys are no longer looking at his front. You see her move a hand, but you're not exactly sure what she did.
What can I do for you, ma'am? Lysander winks at her.
You can do nothing for me.
Are you sure?
I find the cohesion of your outfits terribly distasteful.
What?
Sorry, it's not to your taste, ma'am.
Excuse me?
Jim.
Perhaps we're a little too fashion forward for you.
Jim puts up his duck.
Jim.
It's beautiful.
It's okay. Everyone has different tastes. It's alright.
Xavier kinda has shifted now so that he is standing between his mother and her line of sight of Jim. Mother, you know that there are individuals who might need to buy multiple outfits together, and Jacques might be able to cut them deals if he uses the same fabric because it would be less material cost. Honestly, I think that this is probably more for those individuals who maybe can't afford the same stuff that we can. And she hums quietly. Xavier, you're supposed to be in your seat.
Also, ducks are the best.
It was a
Just
pleasure
saying.
getting to talk to you, Xavier.
It was a pleasure speaking with you.
I'm
Please
sure
let
we'll
us know
be
if
in
you need anything.
contact if you
Nice
ever need
meeting
us.
you. Please, respect the ducks in the future.
I meant no disrespect. Don't speak with them. Don't grace them with that. She smacks his shoulder with her fan very firmly. These are outsiders, Xavier.
Is that how you treat all your tourists?
The fact that you are here is a disgrace to this event. And she puts her fan on Xavier's back, gives him another firm smack to make him start walking away. And you hear her mutter something. You hear her mutter something about him being more like his brother as she walks him away.
Anarchy kind of freezes about that.
That was
It was horrible.
Despicable.
wrong.
Yes, it was.
She kind of sits back down. I would just kind of assume she stood up saying like, "Are you all right?"
But didn't get a response and now has sat back down.
It's okay. We'll get a chance to talk to him again, Anarchy.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys all get to take part in a very fancy dinner. It's very rich food. I'm sorry, Anarchy. You don't get to actually eat the food.
It looks really pretty.
Jim's
It
just
looks
thinking
really
off
gorgeous.
Anarchy's plate.
Lysander keeps adding crumbs to her plate.
Nobody needs
I have
to know.
eaten.
Oh, like they both.
Some other people in the room did come over to talk to you. You guys are finding that what you've done has had a positive effect. There are plenty of nobles in the room who have come to talk to you to ask questions about your outfits and the like. So a couple of people who do find it very inspiring that you have matching outfits. They think that it's something new, something that hasn't been done in a while, and it's
Very
interesting
fashion
to
forward.
look at. And at some point, Jacques makes his rounds by the table to answer people's questions about certain outfits and also to talk to all of you to make sure that things are to your liking as his models.
Everything's gone really smoothly. Thanks, Jacques. Oh, Lysander's also put out any candles in their section of the table. Just a quick lick of his fingers.
Occasionally,
Of
a waiter
course,
comes
of
by
course.
and relights them.
Of course. And then Lysander waits a few minutes and then he just undoes it again.
Of course.
Lysander, stop hurting my babies.
What?
What?
Your babies.
Nothing. So Jacques, good show tonight.
Thank you so much for this opportunity and for all of your help. Truly, it means a lot to me and to
I
all of
thought
us.
the show was very inspiring tonight. I love getting to sit back and watch everything come together. I'm a genius.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, when you guys are leaving, make sure that you stop by in the back. You can change back into your clothes so that you don't have to walk through town as this if you do not want to. So they are yours to keep at the end of
But
the
not
night.
the jewels.
But not the
Thank you so
jewelry.
much. Oh, that reminds me. Would a certain something else perhaps be? How's that going? I know it's a little quick to ask.
I haven't started it yet. I said I would
Okay.
start it after the fashion show.
Started what?
My poor memory. Nothing.
Oh, okay.
He blinks slightly before humming and turning to carry on down the row of tables. You notice that there are some models that when he walks by them, they stand up, they kiss each other on both sides of the cheek. He is very familiar with all of his models, it would seem.
Well,
Well, that's a culture experience I've never seen before.
yeah. Basic question. Is he just that close of friends with them, or is he boning all of them?
Sorry.
Why am I the one telling you, Jim? There's a child
sorry.
present.
Right.
I do know what that means, though.
Why is it only wrong when I do it? Lysander puts his elbow on the table and rests his head on his hand.
I mean, we were taught basic biology.
Lysander's grumbling to himself.
Yeah, she knows basic biology.
A little tactless.
Lysander sits up now. Yeah, a little tactless.
Oh,
She seems better now.
Oh, good.
Hey. You guys can't attack me tonight. I was good. You know,
Yes, you
I
were.
could have lit that lady on fire back there,
I
and I
wasn't-
didn't.
I wasn't attacking you. I was demanding equal justice.
The old Jim would have lit that lady on fire. It's improvement.
Thank you for not lighting a lady on fire.
Lysander's eye twitches a little.
But seriously, though, Jim, thank you. You did good tonight.
Thank you. I'm doing my best. You know?
This stuffy in this room. I feel like I need air.
Well,
I suppose we should get back into our
It
regular
is kind of crowded.
we should
in the
probably
room.
go
I mean,
go to bed.
kind of crowded. The windows are kind of high.
Yeah, we should.
There's lots of
Lysander
fire.
quickly stands up, kind of stumbling over his chair. We should go.
Okay,
Yeah, why not?
we could use the rest.
Yeah.
You guys are quickly leaving?
And I guess we're gonna put our clothes
Like,
and
we
stuff.
get changed, get our shit together. and
All
then-
right, I might say some goodbye to some people that like I might have made friends with on the way.
You guys go into the back, you get changed, you say goodbye to some of the models. Some of the models are happy to say goodbye to you. They think you're very pretty, honestly. They like your
Yeah.
anarchy.
Jim is looking around as he leaves, just to make sure he doesn't run into Kyle.
Lysander's fidgety.
You're looking around as you leave. You guys get changed as you are heading into the hallway from the room that you guys all got finished turning in your jewelry and stuff in. Xavier comes back out of the banquet room and into the hallway with you guys. You're leaving very fast.
Yes.
He seems a little bit out of breath. He actually seems like he ran to get here, strangely.
Oh,
Sir, are you alright?
But he straightens his back again and fixes his top. I'm fine. Why wouldn't I be fine?
Oh, you
Am
see
I the only one feeling dizzy?
Are you alright, Lythander?
You guys talk with Xavier. No, I should say help talk.
Yeah.
I'm fine. What did you need?
We can step outside. He glances back at the door. We should step outside.
We should
And he
step
starts
outside.
ushering you guys out down a different hallway than you guys came towards a back door.
Is that better, Lythander? Are you
Yeah,
feeling-
this is good. Outside's good.
Okay, that's good.
You all stay with Kip.
Yes.
And he's particularly looking at Anarchy. I saw you go home with him.
Oh, yes. Is that alright?
Well, that's fine. Why wouldn't that be fine?
I have no idea, to be honest, sir.
Because nobody likes Kip. Because
Right.
of the East and West rivalry.
Oh, right. Well, you wouldn't happen to be able to ask him if he would be willing to talk with me.
Sure we could.
Oh, yeah.
Could we
What
give
would
him
you like
some
to
sort of
discuss?
preface it?
He doesn't like me. He wouldn't want to talk to me, and I need him to be willing to talk with me.
Well, you
Can you
seem like
give
a
us
nice
some-
man.
Can you give us some sort of preface it and maybe tell us why he has disdain
Not a
for you?
fan
So
of
that way,
your
hopefully,
mother,
we
no.
can talk to him in a way that doesn't bring up old wounds.
No, I can't. Just tell him that it's urgent.
I see.
He kind of eyes you a bit, Lythander.
You want us to be able to make a good impression, right?
I don't know who you are.
We're people who know Kip. In fact, I might be Kip's future boyfriend. Don't mean to brag or anything, but did go on a date with
Yeah,
him.
from what I heard about your date, good luck.
Lysander stares off into the distance.
You have been dating, though.
Huh.
Yeah,
I
again,
serenaded him.
good luck.
Well, I wish you plenty of happiness if that's the case.
So is there any way in which we can bring this up to help make him want to talk with you?
Just tell him that it's important. Things are happening and we really need to talk.
You wouldn't happen to know anything outside in the marshes.
Do you know about the marshes? Did something happen in the marshes?
Well, lots of stuff happened in the marshes.
Nothing we need to get into right now.
Yeah.
What happened in the marshes?
Well, we fought some crocodiles.
I recommend asking Kip.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to get to
I
talk
know.
with Kip.
We'll see what we can do.
You seem kind of nervous when you talk to him.
I'm not seem nervous when I talk to him.
You
Maybe
stammered.
he's into Kip too.
I'm not into Kip.
We could
Yeah.
be there if it helps to smooth things over.
I just need to speak with Kip, and he won't speak to me unless someone that he seems to be okay talking to potentially twists his arm.
I see.
There's a stare-off going on between Lythander and Xavier right now. I want you guys to know that we're on a podcast. You guys haven't been able to see it, but there's some tension between Lythander and Xavier.
And Jim's just kind of egging him on, slightly chanting under his breath, fight, fight.
Anarchy
fight,
tugs
fight,
on
fight.
Lythander just to get his attention for a second.
Lythander doesn't break eye contact with him. He just kind of goes,
I
what?
could have you arrested.
For staring?
Doesn't matter what I could have you arrested for.
All
If
right.
I say that you belong
could
being
arrest him.
arrested,
Any-
people will take my word for it.
Anybody could have me arrested. Maybe this is why Kip doesn't want to talk to you. An over-assertion of power.
Are you going to do this favor for me or not?
We
I'd
already
like you
said
the
yes.
girl who seems to have the sway with him. You will. And he looks at you now, Jim.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's an easy thing to do. It'll take us like 2 minutes.
We don't know how Kip feels about this guy.
Yeah, so we'll just tell.
Damn.
So what? He's not gonna get angry with us over saying, "Yo, this guy wants to talk
There
to
are
you."
two parties in this situation, and we shouldn't be abusing our friendship with Kip to get
That's
him to
true.
do something that he may not want to do. We should know
Well-
the full story and
Kip
then
may
come
be
to
able to
him
tell
from the
us.
situation that is friendships and say whether or not
It's
we
not
feel
a
that
matter
he should.
of abusing our situation. It's a matter of
We should
relaying
know
a
the
message
story so that way
and-
we can give the wisest decision back to Kip as to whether or not we feel he should be
This is
talking
something
with Xavier.
Kip needs to talk to me
Kip
about.
can choose what he
Then why
wants to
isn't Kip
do
coming
on
to
his
you?
own. We've just relay the message.
I need to talk to Kip about things that are happening.
Guys, maybe we could just say we can't make promises.
We can't make any
Have to
promises. We'll see
Ask
what we
Kip
can
first.
We'll
And then
try.
maybe we go
But
back
you
to
will
finding
try to talk him into coming to talk with me.
do. We
Yep.
will talk to him
In
about what
the
is
morning.
going on.
But what is going on?
It is ultimately Kip's decision.
Little girl said it.
Duh. I don't expect you guys to try and tie him down. What am I, barbaric? And he turns and walks away up the hall.
You got a nice butt.
His velvet cape gives a little swish as he is turning and walking.
Bye.
Looks good.
You.
Can you do your a little bit more of a shoulder shimmy as you walk away?
He does not acknowledge anything that you have said.
We're sorry, sir. I hope you had a pleasant evening.
I still don't like your mom.
Yeah, we do feel bad about that situation. That was demasculating, dude.
Oh, God.
Seriously, though, if he ever needs to talk about it, let me know. I'm all ears.
She
Oh,
does,
God.
yeah.
Well, like,
Running down the hall.
We should go.
Okay, yeah, let's go.
All right, you guys are leaving the Craven house, and that's where we'll call it for the night.
All right.
all right.
This was fun.
Good.
We got through the fashion show.
Ooh.
Good
Good
night.
All right,
night.
everybody. Subscribe to us all, and if you see fluffy pandas, hug them because they're adorable.
Absolutely. We'll see y'all next week.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning in.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you. Bye.